following presentation contains the personal opinions and views of the host and their guests. These views are their own and do not represent, reflect, or imply the official policies or positions of any organization, company, or association. Viewer discretion is advised.
Just hide. Put my 45, don't get out of line. Yeah. Ooh, pick a side. The double lines we cross is dollar signs. Yeah. Ooh, hold up. Wait, I hear you just got paid. Make it rain.
Wait, that's cute.
I'm about to say, come on, new intro.
Oh, shoot.
Shout out to Jasmine. Girl,
Yes. Come on, production team.
fire. Not this our first time seeing it. Okay, viewers, don't judge us. But that was so fire.
That was cute.
It was in the chat.
Yes.
Okay,
Y'all did
y'all. Listen, welcome back. Welcome back to the pod, y'all. Black Girls Love Reality 2. We are back. We took a little bit of a hiatus. We took a little bit of a break. Shout out to our producer, Amanda, for getting married. Hello. We were in Puerto Vallarta, celebrating her love, her life, getting our life. A time was had. And now we are back to regular scheduled programming. Okay.
Wait, but time out.
Yes,
You
we
said
are.
we. Y'all was in Porto.
I'm about to say,
We
only-
was at work.
Yeah,
Yeah, we were.
we were there in spirit through the pictures.
We were there.
absolutely. And then we got another wedding coming up, so this ain't over. We got Mandy for next year, 2026. We're gonna kick it off with some festivities early in March. I'm gonna be hearing about some more wedding talk.
Mhm.
It's under 300 days.
300 under
300
300.
days.
It's under now. It's under it now.
Oh my
like
gosh, it's under a year.
Yeah, it's
Oh.
297, girl. We down to 297.
But
girl.
quit acting like you ain't already got this whole wedding plan. So
I
you
don't know
know,
what you're talking about.
like Jasmine, say it.
She did everything. I don't everything is
we gotta
good.
cross our I's and dot our T's. I gotta get my second dress, my shoes.
We on a
Little
second
stuff.
dress.
We're on the second dress, and you already know what shoes you want. So literally, you just have to purchase
True.
your shoes.
That is true. That's true.
Only thing
Transportation.
you already know what you're doing. Go off. Go ahead.
You got to get the girlies together,
Let me
we gotta get
tell
the girls
y'all.
together.
So I'm telling all my friends, especially at work, I'm like, yeah, my sister getting married. They're like, oh, did she already find a venue? I was like, so we have a date, we
Absolutely.
have a venue, we have a caterer, we have her wedding is planned. She has a
That
dress. She has a dress. She has a dress. The
Girl.
wedding is planned. Now she got to handle her bridesmaids.
For sure.
But
Do they
the
have
wedding
dresses yet?
So some of them chose their style. I'm gonna follow up on that like in January.
yeah.
Okay.
Oh, I'm supposed to be looking too, huh?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yes.
All right. Okay.
Yeah.
All
I'm just
right.
saying that my
Yeah.
dress is going to be custom. That's all I'm saying.
I know
Heard
that's
that.
It's going to be custom.
Heard that. Okay, y'all.
Period.
So we got to get into it because this episode is called Victim or Villain.
Mm.
Now, usually we don't start with pop culture. Usually we go straight into Bravo World. But enough has happened where we think we've had enough crash outs happening on the internet, these last couple of months. A lot has been said. We got crazy, situations happening where people getting their shows off of the air and then coming back because the government. It's a lot going on externally that we just been kind of ignoring because the podcast gives us a sigh of relief.
Yes.
But we cannot be remiss to start our victim versus villain off with Cardi versus Nicki.
That's real.
I'm going to let Mandy kind of kick us off with giving y'all some history, some background before we name who we think is the victim and who we think is the villain. Go ahead, Mandy.
So saga 38,000 of Nicki versus
Girl, for
Nicki
real.
versus the world.
This been going on since I was in college.
Like,
About
this been going on since I don't even the Met Gala 10 years ago.
Literally.
at this point, it started off with the
And that's where
motorsport song
Riley
on the
fought her.
Migos, yes, and like the whole Met Gala, people got fought or whatever. But boiling down to the main point is Nicki has thrived in a world because she was the only at the time. You know, like Nicki is used to being the only female rapper. Like when she was at her prime, if you needed a female rap verse, there was nobody else she was going to but Nicki. And she made her, you know, statement, and she had a great career, and she was a great lyricist. I will never take that away from her because I used to be a Nicki fan. Like,
Lyricist, or was that with Safari Days? Because I don't know if I'm gonna give her lyricist. Because
this
after
is still
Safari, it's real tricky.
she still spit some real bars. Okay, I'll never take that away
We
from her.
The
But
China,
She
I'm gonna
wrote
go to China. I'm a rap with China. I'm a
I like that. I love that
China
part.
and
I
Race with
actually
China,
love
just
that
a
part.
race with China.
and
Straight
the
with I hated that
Love
verse.
that part.
we really gonna say she's still on her tees for
Well, no,
lyricists?
now not. No, I'm saying how she came up. She came up very hungry, very
Agreed.
underground.
Agreed. Okay.
Came up battle rapping
Very
people. She
gritty.
went to a performing arts high school. Like, you know, like she came up, okay? But now it's a bunch of new rap girls, and they all have taken over the industry. And Cardi B was the
Meg.
first one to pop. Cardi B was the first one to pop and cross mainstream, like to the fact of what Nicki did, right? Like she was selling, like her album is like almost diamond already. Like her first album, like it's like she came on the scene
Are we
and went
gonna miss?
crazy.
Was that before her and Remy Ma were beefing?
Who?
Wasn't Nicki beefing with Remy?
Oh yeah,
Yes.
Nicki like
Was
the
that
list of
before?
Nicki Minaj beef is like so long you can't
Lotto.
even keep up. Like she was beefing with Mariah Carey, she was beefing with Miley Cyrus, she was beefing like Nicki has beef with the whole entire world. Like the list is so long. Like Wendy Williams used to have a thing on her show listing out every single time Nicki Minaj had a beef, like adding a new name to the list. Like Nicki's been beefed out. She's a very miserable. She's always to me been very miserable when it comes to anybody else coming up. It's like she feel like that threatens her legacy. When it's like, baby, Cardi came out like 10 years after you. Like, why are we beefing with somebody that came out 10 years after you? But fast forward to today, Cardi B dropped an album, Am I the Drama? And baby, if that was the thesis statement, she proved her point.
Mhm.
Okay?
My girl opened up the heavens with this.
I mean,
what the heck is
all
going on?
Cardi had to do was drop an album, and then it became about can she outsell Nicki's last album? And then the record sales came out. She went number one. She sold 200K. Nicki last album sold 228K. To me, that is not that big of a difference. It would be a big difference if like Nicki sold like 500K, 600K, and
How do you
Cardi
still sell when most people stream? How do they count that?
so that's it. It's harder. Like
It's
it
harder
gets
now, yeah.
harder. That's why
Yeah.
everybody's numbers are so down
Low.
because people don't buy physical copies anymore, and that's why
Yeah.
everybody's going back to doing vinyls and CDs and stuff like that.
Only
Because
true fans is really purchasing.
gonna
every
buy a
time
vinyl.
Yeah.
Because my thing is, my rule with vinyls, I'm not buying a vinyl unless it's a classic album, and I'm never gonna
Right.
pre-order a vinyl if I've never heard your album. They're not understanding what vinyl collectors do. But anyway, Nicki got mad and started tweeting up a storm, calling her all type of flops and this, and you tried to come for the queen and you couldn't outsell the queen. Like this was like such a difference in numbers. You know, she got her long-standing beef with Jay-Z and Rock Nation for the last 3 years for whatever reason. My theory is she really want to get at Beyonce but can't. You
That's
know,
what
you
I
can
think
never,
so.
you can never like anybody. The craziest fan base is Beyonce's. The bar's crazy, but you can't mention Beyonce. So she come for Jay-Z. She claimed that Jay-Z wants to ruin her life in every single which way. He wants to block her music. She's said that he done killed people. Like she's just really just, to me, is giving female Kanye at this point. Like it's
It
just
is.
giving
It
that
is.
I'm just gonna, whatever anything has to do with Jay-Z, I'm gonna connect it to a conspiracy theory. So now she's saying that Rock Nation and Atlantic Records did something to Cardi B's sales to make her big. So now she's going off on Cardi and this, and that. And one thing about Cardi B, The celebrity don't mean nothing to her. Celebrity means nothing to Cardi B. She's been sued multiple times for assault. She just beat the case. Like she literally just the girl literally walked out the courtroom, beating an assault case, and threw a pen at a reporter. Like she does not care.
And he
Her
told the
screws
truth.
are not there. Yeah, like her screws when it comes to this celebrity thing, her brand, her whatever.
Is she a Gemini? What is she?
She's a Libra.
Yeah, she's a Libra.
She's a Libra.
Her birthday
That
coming up.
makes a lot of sense because the
Cardi is a
Libras match.
Libra.
They match
They
energy.
match energy, right?
That
And
is, she match
they
it
can't
every
bite their
time.
tongue. It's like if
You
come
give
for
me nice, I'm gonna be
I
nice.
give you
But
nice.
if you
Right.
get me crazy,
Right.
I'm gonna show you
Right.
crazy. Like
So the
that's
real
just
issue,
they are.
the other issue is Cardi B's album is actually really freaking good. That's also the other issue on the table is like,
I mean,
Cardi B would take 8 years, to come out with an album. I think it's like 7 or 8 years to come out with another album. She admits that she was scared of the sophomore curse and she was very like, critical of her music and like what is it gonna sound like. And then, in her personal life, she did just come out and say, yeah, I'm pregnant, so
that's another conversation for another day, baby, because we ain't even talking
I
about
didn't
that.
really get into that because we got to talk about your girl Crystal Reed and she getting ate up on every social media site because of her read against Cardi being pregnant, but we'll get to that another day.
We can do a victim versus villain on that because I don't think that Crystal is the villain, but we gonna go ahead. Continue.
So Cardi has a lot on her head of like this album release because if you go back in time, her first album, Offset got her pregnant. And she was on the Coachella stage pregnant. And so fans were sad, kind of like, girl, you've never toured because you keep popping out these kids, and now you're pregnant again. You just announced your world tour. So all of, like Cardi said, am I the drama? Am I the drama? I think I'm the drama. And in that album, she goes into, I listened, and I will give her a solid 8.5 out of 10 on this album. It was a very good follow-up to Invasion of Privacy. She talked a lot about her life in the album. I mean, she talked a lot about her Offset struggle and like how she finally was like, I'm done. You embarrassed me, all of this. And she also took her shots. And what's crazy about the whole thing is she didn't even take a shot at Nicki Minaj not one time on her album. She came for JT. She came for Bia. That's it. But Nicki wants to insert herself in a situation. She can't not be the star of something. And it started when she tweeted her album release date on like, I think the second day after Cardi dropped her album. Nicki Minaj tweets that her new album is dropping in March. Why do we need an announcement that your album is dropping in March? Like, that's
6
so far
months.
away.
6 months
Like,
away.
What? Like, so everybody was just like, oh, here we go. And mind you, Nicki been quiet from her rants for months, right? Then all of a sudden Cardi dropped and now it's, oh, I gotta get her. Long story short, they go so far in the gutter that it's just like, they're talking about each other's kids. They're talking about fertility, infertility. They're talking about brothers molesting people. They're talking about daddies molesting people. Nicki has called Cardi's kids ugly and roaches and monkeys. At this point, she said that Cardi is gonna have another monkey, called Stefan Diggs gay.
Now, see, if Cardi would have said that to Nicki, that would have been a negative racial connotation. So why does Nicki get away with saying that? It's beyond me. But go ahead.
Yeah, like it she's looping in Jay-Z. Oh, she's talking about Jay-Z and Beyonce's kids without saying as well. She's throwing shots at everybody. She said Jay-Z is ugly. The newest thing is she thinks that Jay-Z and Beyonce copies her and her felon rapist husband's poses. That's the new thing that she tweeted, that Beyonce and Jay-Z copy her and her hood rat husband.
Dang, baby. Okay.
No, I think you can tie a lot of her crash out stuff to when she got with her husband, because then when she got with her husband, then she became an anti-vaxxer, and he couldn't go to a lot of places because he is a sex offender. And she took it personal, like it was against her. It's like, no, he's on the registry. He can only go certain places. He can't just be flying around the country with you. Like,
given I'm married, It's given I married a drug dealer, but
She did.
She did.
This is
It's
her
giving-
childhood love.
Not the good ones from my
Dude off
books
the
either.
block. This the dude off the block in Brooklyn or wherever she from
He not
back in the
Capone.
90s.
Amir.
You're not Capadonna.
Nope.
Right, he's not Capone,
There we go.
Capazana, or
Here y'all go with
Premier, or
this book
any
talk.
of our people.
Okay, listeners, let me tell y'all. Sidebar: these Negroes I had to make sure people did their homework today because they have been on the book talk TikTok.
Yes,
doing everything but watching what they supposed to be doing for homework. So I'm happy y'all are mentioning y'all stuff. But continue. So with that, Mandy, we gotta say, who do we think is the victim? I mean, because Cardi can match it now. So
Cardi the victim.
Cardi's the victim.
Sure.
She's the victim, but okay, this is how I can put it. Cardi is the victim that can become the villain. Because it got to the point now where she's trying to fight pregnant. She's trying to fight this girl. She's trying to get her ass.
After all of that, what else can be done?
I get, that's why I'm at with Jasmine. That's why I'm at with like you calling my kids roaches, ugly monkey.
You done said
at this
you done said you're gonna knock my daughter's gums back. I don't know what else.
What else I'm gonna do?
Excuse me.
What else can we do?
No, girl, Nikki's been going hard. She's also tagging POTUS, saying to lock Cardi up.
Oh yes, so like all
the Breakfast Club.
All
now she's trying to call ICE. Wait, what?
Yeah.
Cardi up,
You know what's funny about it? Nikki is the one that wasn't born in the United States. That's what's funny. She was born on an island in Trinidad. Cardi was born in New York.
Literally.
So it's getting deep. It's getting deep. She's adding the president of the United States. Then she's calling for everybody to boycott any brand that works with Cardi B. Like
the Super Bowl, because I have a feeling she about to pop out with that.
Cardi's definitely popping up in the Super Bowl. I like the song. Is one of his biggest songs he's ever had, and that was a feature on her album. He's definitely bringing out Cardi B, and that's gonna be another Jay-Z Rock Nation rant from Nicki Minaj,
because you know he gets to pick the people who does the Super Bowl. Got it.
So basically, in a nutshell, she's coming at Jay-Z for whatever reason. And she's scared to mention Beyonce, of course.
I would be more scared of Jay than Beyonce. I think that's a little backwards.
She's scared of B. She's scared of B.
She's scared of the beehive.
Yeah, that's true.
Right. She is scared of B. She must be scared of the hive because Jay-Z ain't the person that I would be playing with.
About Beyonce, everybody loves her. Like everybody loves her.
How can you go against Beyonce?
So you can't go. Yeah. I mean, everybody loves her. Literally. Yeah. So if you go at her, it's like, oh no, you definitely.
I mean, but without Beyonce, I think everybody's already like you.
No, everybody. She's like, no, Nicki right now is like persona non grata, like amongst artists. Like it's literally like we gonna let that crazy. She like Kanye. She's the female Kanye right now. It's like we're gonna let her.
Yeah, but Kanye's okay. Let's talk about Kanye. Kanye rant versus this kind of a rant.
It's the same.
We usually attribute
that hit on Kim.
Kanye told the world that Kim wanted to abort North. I mean, that's a miracle.
But the difference is that was may have been a fact, right? So what I will say about Kanye's rant, hold on. What I will say about Kanye's rants, are they timely? Are they appropriate? No. But a lot of times, some of the things he says are his truth.
Girl, he said Beyonce and Jay-Z kid is slow. He's been on the same.
And here's the problem. He may really believe that.
But that it's still the same level.
It's wrong. It's wrong. So hear me out.
Hear me
out. Here's why I feel like it's different. Kanye gives mental illness.
So do
Nicki gives
schizophrenic.
Nicki gives
all them personalities, romantic, and this and this.
Nicki gives me one more hit, and we don't know if she's gonna survive. Like, I think Nicki is on something. This is not giving to me mental illness. This is giving me.
Cardi said that too.
She took
Cardi
something.
Said she was diagnosed with bipolar and schizophrenic. That's what Cardi said.
I mean, very well, she could also have a mental illness that is not being treated. But this is giving me like what did you take? And somebody go take her phone.
She a cokehead
Because-
allegedly.
But she does that all the time. That's the
Yeah.
difficult thing about Nicki is people like Lil Kim or Remy or any of the other female rappers. They are going to try to like uplift the younger girls.
Yeah. Yeah.
Nicki Minaj from the beginning has hated on
Never did.
every single
Every
one of
single
them
girl.
girls.
Meg the Stallion, she hate
Every
Meg.
single one.
Kim said
Otto.
it. Kim said it. She said
Otto.
that girl wants to be by herself. Anybody
Yeah.
with her is going to be a problem. And here we are, 10, 15 years later. Anybody next to her is a problem. Anytime somebody else is rising, here she is slamming them back down, cussing them out, calling them everything. This girl said that if you listen to Cardi B, y'all need to turn it off because it's satanic and it's witchcraft, and y'all need to turn it off.
Wait,
Girl,
what did I? Where have I been?
She also casted spells on people. In her tweet, she be like, every tongue, like, girl, she be set, like, you don't
it
understand,
be like voodoo,
you
girl.
don't
It be
go
the
on her, like,
hoodoo.
she be doing in her tweets, like, she be saying, I'm not even gonna repeat some of the stuff that she be saying.
It be
like,
hoodoo, bro.
She's
Tasha
praying
K,
against her Cardi B's unborn child, girl. Like,
she's on some different stuff.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Like, I get mental illness, but this feels
crazy.
That plus something. Like it can't just be. I mean, it could, but I'm just saying it's not giving to me that it's just mental illness. The way that how hard she going and the stuff that she's saying without any remorse or any repercussion, like she ain't scared to say these things. And my next question is, did Pink Friday Reloaded or whatever was the last one do that good?
Her last one was Pink Friday 2. It sold 228. That's what I'm saying. What 228K versus 200K? That's not a landslide.
I didn't even. Okay, Nikki.
I didn't.
Okay,
listen to Pink Friday 2.
Girl,
okay,
I never heard.
I've never listened to a whole album ever.
We gonna put. How about this?
Pink Friday, her first album was the only
crazy
album that she should ever talk about, because every other album after that, baby. And I think that's also why she's mad at Cardi. Like, Cardi is an album girl. Like, you know how we say like Beyonce is an album person? Because when I first heard a couple of Cardi singles for this new album, I was like, Cardi, you scaring me, girl. You scaring me. You scaring me. But when you play it in the scheme of the album, you're like, oh.
Because Imaginary Players fits perfectly where it's at.
Perfectly
outside of it, it doesn't. It doesn't
like,
make sense.
Okay.
Yeah.
But Cardi knows how to get. Also, it's like, I think that Nicki is jealous of the way Cardi and her brand interacts with people. She knows how to hit every demographic that she wants. Like, on her album, she gonna give you a strip club song or two or three.
Baddie.
Bro, she's gonna give you I'm from New York. She's gonna give you that. She's gonna give you a Latin song. She's gonna give you an emotional, my man got me messed up song. She's gonna give you an empowerment song for the, like, she know how to hit her targets, and she did it all on this album, even with the features like Adam Lotto. Like, she
Selena Gomez.
Selena Gomez,
yes. That was a shocker and a good one.
That's for the pop girls. Yeah, like, she hit every target. And so she gave us a Ring Part 2 with Kehlani. Like, I love what she did on this album.
Yes.
And so
it's jealousy. And I just think we'll end this portion with this one for Nicki versus Cardi. We gonna put Nicki on the sick and shut in list. Because I truly think it's a lot. I mean, her career after this
is done. It's done, y'all.
That's why I said sick and shut in. And like mentally, I just need her to take care of herself. Like, whatever it is that looks like, you need her to leave that man.
Because ever since that man has stepped in her life has been trash.
Yeah.
Wait. Okay. So I have one more thing on it. So apparently JT released a diss track.
Girl, JT want to be in this fight so bad.
She really do.
Girl, step to the side. I need you to step to the side.
Literally, she's gonna jump in the beef. Her and Ice Spice, like, girl, if y'all don't go sit down.
They are not okay.
I'm here and y'all are here. I need y'all to.
We're talking about Beyonce. We talking about like, and y'all try to come.
Saucy Santana. He told her
charts. That girl had a cake celebration for her album debuting at 74 on the Billboard chart.
Yeah.
You know, you got to celebrate your wins in every piece of this life.
That's a
The
win,
fact that it
girl.
was an accomplishment
That's a win,
that
girl.
she got
Girl,
on the Billboard
QC
is
said, "Hang it up. We're
amazing.
selling this label. We're done. We're out of here. We can't do music anymore." You and
What
the
was
other
you
one.
saying about Santana?
So Saucy Santana said about JT, he's talking about you let Nicki get in your head, and that's why you and Miami can't even make music together no more.
Yeah,
you let somebody
true.
else come in,
And
get in
break
your
up
head
your
and break up
group.
your group.
Yeah,
Indeed.
I listened to his
Indeed.
Somebody
whole
that don't even like you.
read.
But the
Yeah.
thing is, it's so funny because as it was happening, it was visibly saying, "Y'all ain't about to be together too much longer." Because
Yeah, we knew that. We knew that with that whole first thing with Cardi and then Meg on this side and I was like, oh, JT, you're aligning yourself with the losing team, babe. Like, this is not a good choice for you. But I mean, JT just seems like a miserable human being as well. So I feel like
She
misery
really
likes
does.
each other, you
they
know.
say that man be
So
beating on
she
her
can
kid
stay.
literally.
That's not alleged. That's real.
See what I'm saying? See what I'm saying?
That's real. That's
he a little
that's
he a
real.
little dude. He a
That's
little dog.
real.
He is
That's
beating on her.
actually
Right.
real. Let me tell you that it's actually
Wow.
that.
So Nikki going on Sick and Shut In, and we just gonna put Cardi on the prayer list that she don't beat nobody up.
I
And
want to
she's
pray over
pregnant
that real
right now.
bad. I just
She
want to pray over that.
we
I
just
want her, and I want her man to tell her, "Girl, are you dumb? Go sit your pregnant butt down. Go get Hennessy." Hennessy did get her in them comments.
No,
He was
he got that
Ooh,
ring
sister got up in there.
Hennessy been
with
real
JT.
quiet. With
handled
JT, she
She
said,
handled JT. Don't you do this, babe. We're not.
you
Gonna
She
do
said, "I got the lightweight. You take the top weight. I got the
I
lightweight."
got
You know
this
what
one
I
here.
realized? When you a celebrity, like you need that one sister. Like look at
do.
being blind. You need that one sister that don't got
What you
one
say?
screw a
Look,
little
what you
missing.
say? You need
Yeah,
somebody to
one screw a little missing. And you know, the older sister gotta be the one that kind of like, you know,
hold
but
it
the
together.
younger sister can't, we can
Mhm.
act up.
Oh,
can
did
act
you
up.
guys hear the rumor that Meg is apparently sampling Jay-Z's
Big pimping.
Big Pimpin'?
Yes, I
Mhm.
can't wait. And she go,
And,
and
they
that's gonna
said
be
it's
the
a diss
next crash
track, it
out.
might be.
And that's gonna be the next crash out. That's gonna be the
Yes.
next crash out. Oh,
Because
she's
apparently
also,
Jay-Z don't do this. He don't normally do samples, but they
and
say
that's
he's
also why
allegedly,
she's mad because he
yes.
cleared imaginary players for Cardi B
And now he's
and
clearing
likes the
some else for
song.
Meg.
Okay,
Y'all
y'all,
want
I love my girls. I love my girls winning.
but this is why I say I know
Karma.
Jay-Z and Beyonce be in bed pillow talking on their burner accounts on social media. Like,
Yes.
let me tell you something.
let me
If
think.
Act
She a
3,
Virgo and he's a Sag.
Sad.
they be
So-
pillow talking. If Act 3 got a Cardi B feature,
Baby, Cardi about to go up even further after this. So
she
you
gonna
ain't
win. I
doing
think
nothing
she's
but just
gonna win a
helping
Grammy.
her.
Be real.
I think
She's gonna win a Grammy.
gonna
For
win
sure.
the rap album
Rap
Grammy.
album.
Mhm.
Wait, I can't
She
say that
could.
because the clips is still
Kendrick. But is Kendrick? Is this Kendrick? in it?
Oh,
no. The
No, I
clips,
thought he won last year.
Okay, so I don't know.
The
They
clip-
might give it to
clips
Cardi,
and
baby.
Cardi. I don't know.
it's-
That's gonna be
yeah.
a tight race. The clips and Cardi
Yeah.
are the two like best albums to me, but
Woo,
we'll
and
see.
that's gonna be another crash. It's gonna be crash out after crash out after crash out after crash out.
Well,
and
and
why is Nicki releasing an album right before the Grammy nominations? Like that's
Girl,
not
because she
smart.
knows she'll never get
That's
one.
after the
it's after. Yeah.
It's after the
Grammys is
Grammy.
in February.
Oh, maybe
She's
because she
never
wants to
gonna
be solo. She wants to be the only
Yeah.
female rapper.
She's not even invited. Her husband can't even
But
go.
you know,
as she
March
would
is
say,
around the time. March is around the time that Beyonce been dropping her album, so she might not want to do that. Because Act 3 will be out next spring.
Oh wait.
because Parkwood been.
She might not want to do
not.
that, Jasmine. Because remember last year we got the Super Bowl, then the Grammys with her it was right
I'm
after.
gonna tell y'all now. If it's an I care, if it's like
Rather die
if
young.
Angry, loud, we
Hold
getting
up,
it.
You think I is? Oh!
Little ring the alarm.
if it's a rock album,
Yeah,
We're
going.
gonna eat
I'll
for
be real with you,
days.
I didn't go to the other two, but if I'm going because I think this is it. I really
This is
think
it, y'all.
This is
it.
I really do. I truly, in my heart of hearts, think she's done with us after this.
I'm gonna say, if most people do not give her credit for what's my song that had single ladies? It was a part 2. What's that album? Is it I Am?
I Am.
Yes,
I love the album. That has so much
So
replay
let's
value
talk
for me.
about it. The part 2 people sleep on, but part 2
the
is
I
the
Am
rock stuff.
Yeah.
And I love, oh my gosh, diamonds used to be cold.
That's why you beautiful.
Listen.
Come on, Marla. Come on.
Come on. If she give me
that's
some
so rock and roll.
if
Yes.
she give me some rock,
God, she about to take us.
man,
I'm not ready. I'm not
y'all
ready.
can have country. Country was it grew on me a little bit
cool,
afterwards.
But rock, if you
But
give me
if
some
she
loud
give me
Beyonce, some loud alternative
Turner.
rock.
She is though.
She give me Tina Turner
Give me
rock.
a look. You're simply the best, better than all the rest.
Listen,
How do we always bring it back to Beyonce?
We always end up
because she's
all
all that
roads
matters.
lead to Beyonce.
She's all that matters.
All roads lead to Beyonce. And she posted, and she slick too, because you noticed she posted her and Jay-Z that little thing yesterday.
She had that
blind
picture.
Beyonce is online. I know Blue Ivy be mama.
But they say
Mandy Scared of Lonely.
They said apparently that if you go on IMB, which I need to go look, they said the Cowboy Carter stuff is on IMB.
Lord, let it be true.
Out. That's what the people said now. I need to go look.
Beyonce, I'm still waiting on my Beyonce version of OnlyFans subscription where it's like $15 a month and it's all your concerts.
Beyonce. We need a Netflix Beyonce.
Like I need a Netflix for you. Like
it ain't gonna be $15
for you.
Though. It ain't
gonna be like $25. I would pay it though.
I would say, give us a bundle. Give me a bundle. Make it something I can do something with.
If I could watch Renaissance and Mrs. Carter and On the Run 1 and 2 whenever I want to, baby, you can
I'm
charge me $35. I go up to 35.
I just ran into a video of them, like of Destiny's Child, old Destiny's Child performing in the 90s.
I need that on there too.
Like
I need that on there too.
Yeah. So like they still have footage of
like all the D3 stuff.
Perform.
All the D3
I need that on there.
Just take
us D4. What you mean?
D4.
Start with D4.
We can go D4.
Like I mean, Latoya and
if you want to put the episode of Famous Judge Jackson on there, I'll watch it. I don't care. Just throw it on there. The episode with Smart Guy. I don't care.
Smart Guy. That's the one.
Anything I need anything Beyonce. Anything Beyonce.
Beyonce like, all access.
All access.
All access.
All access.
Now she do this.
You know she got that server room.
She got the room.
A server room. She has it.
Put
all
the server on.
They broke into the wrong thing. They need to break into the server room.
That's real. Give
us
Life is But a Dream, Part 2.
Yes.
I need to see what the dream is now. I need to see what the dream is looking like now.
I need to see you and your 3 kids right now
in Africa.
Right now.
Oh. Okay. All right. So we're gonna move on from nigga. We're gonna move on now. We didn't. Our pop culture didn't took over. So we got to get back to the Bravo world. But we just gonna put both. We said Nikki on the sick and shut in, and Cardi. We just gonna pray that she hold her hands because she pregnant. And we just need her to hold her hands.
And I'm not gonna lie. One more thing. I'll go to her concert though. I ain't gonna hold you. I might go to that concert.
I'm
because
going.
That little album was doing something.
I need to hear Airtime live.
Yeah, that's real.
But y'all, I mean, as long as the baby she'll drop the baby before the concert, right?
It's gonna be before the end of this year. She's very
I think she's like super pregnant.
She said she's doing February, but I don't think that's true. I feel like
she's not doing February. She's very
pregnant. She's doing like December.
She's lying because she don't want us to know when she was
at the crossovers. Okay, got
it. She giving favors. We favoring.
We don't know when we don't know.
That baby will be out by December.
How about so? Yeah, they're gonna take the baby in 6 months. 6 months.
Phaedra, hold on.
6 months. Yeah, he fully developed. He fully developed. They said
there's no way she's doing February. Her tour starts in February. There's no way.
But
she's dropping that baby by December.
Like, I dropped the baby. I was like, girl. I was like, I know how I felt after I had the child. And I was no good.
And she don't want to go to Beyonce Beachella route. Beyonce almost died doing that. Like she literally said she would never do that again. Like
no, but it was one of my favorite performances.
Beachella was crazy, but she literally said I would never do this to my body ever again. So.
She was eating air, literally
air. It was worse. What she did to have Blue, and she did that crazy diet. That was worse than that, which is crazy.
Yeah,
she got even smaller when she had Blue.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Yes.
Okay.
Jesus.
All right. So we're
We
gonna
could be here
speaking
forever.
of Bravo World, we
Yeah,
just
we can talk
mentioned
about her forever
Deja.
and ever and ever and ever and ever.
So we're gonna move on to the Bravo world, and we're gonna continue victim versus villain, but we're gonna
Yes,
start
God.
off. Let's see, we're gonna start off with Real Housewives of Orange County.
Wow.
Y'all, I don't know if y'all been watching, but I don't know. I feel like the three shows that are been on right now are really killing it. I'm gonna say two because Salt Lake City just came on, but OC and Miami have been giving.
They always
And
give.
if this is what these shows can do, don't mix up nothing, don't change nothing, keep the cast
Yeah.
the cast. They are doing what needs to be done. Very little changes, if any at all. So we're gonna start first with the beef between Tamra and Gretchen. This is
Like
another
the
one very
80-year-old
similar
beef.
to Nikki and Cardi.
It's been forever.
Where I mean, it goes all the way back to early seasons of OC when Gretchen
Like
first was a
season 2?
housewife. Season 2. And it was nasty. It was very nasty. I mean, this is when, Mandy mentioned this in our last pod. You have Gretchen, who was getting ready to marry an older man. And they kept saying that she didn't love that man. She married for her lifestyle. And I would say Tamra. Tamra was literally coming and attacking her. You also have a scene where that naked wasted scene that keeps coming up even in this season, where they are at, I believe it's Vicky's house. Was it Vicky's house or Tamra's house?
I thought it was Tamra's house because it involved her son. Yeah.
Okay, it was Tamra, but Vicky and Tamra were the ones that concocted this scheme where they wanted to get Gretchen really, really wasted on camera, and they kept pouring to get her like really, really wasted to the point to where her Tamra's son was implicated. And now fast forward to this season. So we're going to take Naked Wasted and we're going to fast forward to this season because that is the catapult of all the conversation that's happening with OC right now. So Gretchen comes back.
Give a little bit of background, Marla starts interrupting.
Okay, go ahead. No, go ahead, man. You're the historian.
You
go
want
ahead,
to give
girl.
a little background. Tamara and Gretchen's beef changed what Housewives was about. That was the catalyst to confrontation, bringing up tea, bringing up unsavory kids and unsavory things about the other person. When the Housewives first came out, it was literally like just ladies who lunch. Like, this is my friend. We go have lunch. It's cute. Little arguments here and there. It was really about their family life, them being a wife.
Their lifestyle. Yeah.
When Tamra asked Gretchen, were you at Bass Lake with that man?
I will never forget that.
It changed the trajectory because even in that book we read about all the housewives, even the producers and Andy was even like, that changed Housewives into what we know it today as like being confrontational and bringing up past beef. So this has been like you said, Marla, years in the making. And Gretchen was ultimately fired like maybe like 2 seasons later.
Yeah.
Tamara stayed on the show for like 10 more years. Then she got fired, or as she called it, put it on pause. Then they brought her back after like, I think it was like 1 or 2 seasons. Now, after the failed experiment with Alexis Bellino last season, they said, let's go a different route. Let's get something to go at Tamara. They bring back Gretchen. Gretchen also has another layer because Slade, her not husband, her life partner, has also had it out for Tamara for the
first
last
house husband.
15 years.
The first house husband.
The first Peter Thomas.
The first Peter, the one that always wanted a whatever.
He dated 2 housewives. He dated 2 of them on the same 3, on the same show.
3.
Jesus, sorry.
That's just
okay. Well, go ahead, Marla, with the current beef.
That's disgusting.
All right, so the current beef. So this is where we got to bring Katie into this conversation. So Katie is a new housewife on the show. She is the person of color, shall we say, on the show. The one person of color. We've already talked about that. We're not going to beat a dead horse, but we feel like it's important to mention as we go into her next. So Katie brings up that she was at lunch with her husband, Slade, Gretchen, and what's the other new wife? that's not saying nothing right now, but she knows. Is it Jen?
Jennifer.
Jen and her fiance. All three couples were eating dinner together. And allegedly, because we don't know fact or truth, allegedly, Gretchen made a statement that said during Naked Wasted, she had to go to the hospital because, go ahead, Mandy.
She was on some Phaedra stuff and allegedly roofied her. That's the claim.
Now, what I will say is if that is truth, there's no way a blogger wouldn't have been mentioned it. There's no way that she wouldn't have wanted to get Tamra in trouble in her long-standing career on Real Housewives. So I personally don't believe, and she keeps backtracking as well. So then it goes from, I never said that. I never said that. I said, I probably should have went to the hospital, to when she was talking to Katie, it was, well, I did go to the hospital. And then you also have a blogger in here that we're just not even going to mention him because it's not even worth us even mentioning the blogger.
Can we stop with bloggers in these shows?
Getting famous because allegedly she's the one that, like, she alleges that Katie was talking to her about these things and she's the one that mentioned to her, all this stuff. But Katie stands her ground and she's like, with the lady, she's like, she said it. That's what she said at the dinner.
I believe her.
My husband heard it.
I do believe she said it.
Even though Jen will not admit it, Jen heard it. Her husband heard it. Slade then called my husband and said, you need to be on Gretchen's side. You need to go with the winning team. And whatever she says, you need to back her. This is what her husband says. I don't know about y'all, but if you watch the show, husband seems like a pretty reliable source and doesn't even want to even really do camera time. So you even like, why would he even like go as far to do that? He's like, no, like they're so now it's looking like Gretchen and Slade are concocting this whole storyline to keep Gretchen on this show because they need this chick. But the issue is the victim is actually Katie. And I don't know if we want to fast forward to the whole Katie situation. But between Tamra and Gretchen, I don't know who is worse. So you have Tamra that's like, you should believe me. You should believe me. Tamra goes nuts and crazy because Gretchen is like, you have only hurt me my entire life. Like, why would I believe anything that you would say to me over a person who's a friend who has done nothing to me and have only ever been on my side? So, I personally, I always think that Tamra is the villain, but in this situation, I think we got two villains. I think Tamra and Gretchen is the villain.
Both the villain. Yeah, I was just about to say, I don't know these people, but it sounds like everybody wrong.
It's like what I was saying about Cardi B and Nicki. You get to the point where you hate somebody so much, you become them. So now you're the villain too. And that was the thing that I do appreciate that, like, Emily called her out on it. Like, girl, all this stuff that you doing against Tamra, you sound and you're acting like Tamra. Like, you claim you hate her, but you bringing up quote unquote affairs here and her husband like, let's not forget, Gretchen was the one that started all them rumors about Eddie being gay.
And we ain't seen him since. We ain't seen Eddie on the camera since.
And I'm not doing it. Yeah, he said, you calling me
Eddie
gay
ain't
now.
been mic'd up. Eddie barely been mic'd up.
He said he was on this today for like 2.5 seconds, and he'll be on the next one. But
I think it's like what you just said, Mandy, because if we really think about all the stuff that Tamra has done, talking about Slade's child who's now deceased, talked about his money problems, talking about Gretchen, their engagement, child support, like really, and she was really like investigating their situation, which she should have been dealing with her own situation while her kids don't talk to her. So for Gretchen, I felt like she came on this season to get back at Tamra, like 100%. Like she didn't come in with good intentions at all.
And I think that they're repeating a mistake. They're repeating a mistake of what they did with Alexis Bellino. Last season, everybody was going off because they're like, y'all literally brought Alexis on her just to talk about John this whole time, and she killed us with this John Jensen. Side note, all of Carlos's OC recaps have been with
I love
Alexis.
it. And I
actually like her commentary.
I love her commentary. I do.
And I like the fact that she realized, okay, I came on this show very strong. I did it wrong. And I'm like, Gretchen, you and Alexis are friends. And she was even telling you, like, don't come on her too strong against Tamara. And that's all she's doing. And it makes it worse that you have a loser as a man that you can't even legally marry because of all of his debt and child support. Like, and you got him on here behind the scenes.
So how long have they been married? No, I'm married. How long have they been together?
10 years.
Isn't it something crazy? Like,
10 plus years.
10 plus years.
Closer to like 15 to 20.
They're Yandy and Mendices.
Bless them, Lord.
Oh, child.
You know, and so my thing is,
hopefully without all the infidelity, but continue.
True. I don't see him cheating on her at this point. That's his bread and butter. But what I will say is, I just feel like they concocted. This is what happened. Okay, let me break this down for you. This is what I think. This is what I think really happened. Gretchen and Slade knew they were coming on this show, and they befriended the quote unquote favorites from last season, because you're forgetting Katie was a favorite last season and Jen was a favorite last season because they were the newbies. They stuck together. They had their friendship. It was almost like Sutton and Garcelle in the very beginning. Like everybody was ganging up on them. So they became friends and they bonded, blah, blah, blah. So
they trauma bonded.
Like, right. So Gretchen was like, if I'm going to come back on the show, I need to get cool with the girls that the fans like. So I'm gonna sit down with them. We're gonna concoct. You know how Real Housewives of Potomac, they had those meetings. Yeah, they had those meetings before. So they sat down at that dinner, and like you said, you got. I won't say Ryan is a normal husband because he likes the fame. He likes being in a mess. But as far as Katie's husband go, I know that man was sitting there at that dinner like, we're plotting. We're plotting.
He looks so uninterested in everything.
He was just happening. Like, what the heck? Yes. And so I know for a fact what happened was Gretchen said that to like further push them against Tamara. Like she miscalculated for sure. And I think it was really
think they would say it out loud on camera.
But I'm gonna tell you, I think it was Slade because it comes up again. I think it was Slade that was like, no, babe, you know, he seemed like the type to be like, and they're like, no, babe, tell him what really happened. Oh. And she gets into this whole like, yeah, I went to the hospital after that day because I just felt like to be honest, because me and Shay used to talk about this a lot. I felt like that girl was drugged.
I do feel like she was drugged, and I also felt like they were trying
intentionally
to SA her.
They were. That episode was so dark. It's so crazy how
like Bravo didn't step in.
Come. Yeah, like how far TV has came that they even aired that and aired the whole, because Tamara's literally on camera saying, let's get her naked, wasted, to
like
the point where
she's
takes
her
off her
husband.
clothes.
Yeah, she's not her husband, her son. She's sicking her son, like making him like a predator.
Yes,
somebody who's, even if she's not your friend, she's not your enemy.
Yes.
Like, so you want your son to potentially go to jail?
Yes.
Something like,
yes.
No. And so Tamara is a dark person.
She's very dark. And I think that it was all a miscalculation, because the one thing that I do hate about all this beef with Tamara is like, she's actually kind of being vindicated in all this mess. Like, she ain't been the one talking about Gretchen. Gretchen been the one in every scene talking about her. Bringing up this old rumor to get other people on her side. Like, everything that Tamara has been saying, she's been vindicated. She has been vindicated this whole, and it's making me mad because I'm like, how are y'all letting this girl get vindicated? She's so evil.
It's two villains, Mandy.
There's two villains. Gretchen has become the villain. She's lost the plot. Her man is fame hungry and wants to do anything to keep her on the show. You're on camera telling Tamara, telling who she said, she told us Shannon and Heather that she went to the hospital. Then you're saying you didn't, but you're on camera. They got you on camera, candy camera with a mic. You say you went to the hospital because you thought you were drugged. Now all of a sudden it's not, and it's like, I have heard some of the commentary that Tamara has been saying, like her podcast. I do agree with her. This is giving Phaedra Candy territory, and it's like, bravo. At this point,
Fix
this
it.
girl
Y'all,
is
y'all learned from the
like,
first time.
They
Fix
ain't
it.
learned.
you're
They ain't
you're
learned.
telling people that I drug. Like, I could go to prison. I can go to prison. That's prison time. That's prison. That's SA and drugging somebody. That's prison time. So it's like she
What are you
chose
willing
the
to do
wrong
for
side,
ratings?
and she lived long enough to get so mad and try to get so back at this girl that they're both the villains now. That's my thought.
They are both the villains. And what I will also say about Gretchen, and as we just got to talk about housewives in general,
Yeah.
when you come on with an agenda,
As
you're
a
not
friend
going to
of,
last long.
and as a
If
friend
you're
of,
coming on to concoct and not be yourself and to do
Mhm.
all this scheming, you are only there until the storyline is done and going into the next season. So are you done? So
Yeah.
like, you're not playing this right. If you need this check, this
Just
does
like
not
with Alexis.
solidify your, like, I felt like I was so excited when I heard that Gretchen was coming back. For me,
Me
it was
too, girl.
nostalgic because I'm like,
Same.
oh, she gonna eat the girls up. Like, she gonna come back, because Gretchen used to eat the girls up. She was
did.
fine.
Yeah.
Gretchen was that girl. And like, to see her come in this, like, playing like, oh, I don't know. And like she's a whole different kind of character. And I'm not saying that people can't evolve. What I am saying
She
is
didn't
you can tell
evolve.
she's acting. She's not
But
being herself.
But Marla, the other point too, like, I know you haven't watched the episode that came out today, but this whole, like, I remember when she used to criticize Tamara when Tamara got baptized and she was like on her
Trying to
spiritual
change.
journey.
Yeah.
Now this girl is like a MAGA Barbie that's like a super evangelical woman that's evil and literally looks like she could be on The Handmaid's Tale, like she's Serena Joy. Like, she's very much scary to me when I watch her on the television. Like, even in her confessionals, when she got that little bump it with the pink outfit,
her plastic surgery is a little too
scares me.
stiff.
Whoever
Yeah.
said she looked like she was dipped in formaldehyde, yeah. I think Emily said it. That's how Gretchen looks to me. Like, she preserved herself. Like, she took herself and said, put some formaldehyde on me.
Emily is rough. Her reads are rough.
So I follow Gretchen on social media, and like, if you see the other women that she hangs out with,
oh gosh,
it makes sense. They all look the same. They all are super skinny.
But that's the OC type.
Plastic
That's the OC
surgery.
type.
Got big blonde hair. Actually, one of the girls, y'all probably don't remember this, but she was on Laguna Beach, like the later seasons. It was Casey something.
No, if it ain't the main people, I don't know.
But
Straight up.
No. Yeah, she was like,
you ain't talking Chris.
If you ain't Lauren.
That was before my time.
Yeah.
Brody, like, you gotta give me the main. You gotta give me the main folks.
Wendy,
what was it? Adrian. What was it?
It
It started with an A. Adriana. Aria. Dark hair. Okay. Whatever.
You can see how much I watch.
Yes, the friend. Her friend that she met in LA.
Yes,
Audrina.
yes. Audrina. Thank you. I know it was crazy. Okay, so with that being said, we're gonna move on to, now that we just talked about this story, the next villain versus victim, or victim versus villain, that we need to determine who is the victim and who is the villain is Katie versus everybody. Because we got to talk about how Katie just disappeared.
No,
She
I think
disappeared.
Katie's the victim. I think Katie is the victim. I think Katie is the victim because this is
Hold on, we're gonna let Shay
Bravo,
go. We're gonna let Shay go.
Bravo does this to people of color. So she got to take a pause because of what reason? Tamara has done 100 times worse than anything that Katie has done. But because
the worst thing they're saying she did is lie. And so how did she get off the show for lying?
The worst thing she did was talk to a blogger when Tamara's a blogger herself.
Literally, like, the OC is notorious, in my opinion, for this. I do not believe that they like people of color on their show.
They don't.
Every time they get the one, it's like we say about Beverly Hills, you can't get one.
You can't.
And stick them with people that they don't even really know.
You can't.
And I think by Bravo putting her on pause, they are saying that the behavior of the cast is okay. And that Katie is not. And it's a very glaring difference between Katie and the rest of the cast.
Very
and
true.
It's really only one difference.
That's a good point.
So if I'm
That's
Katie, I'm looking at some lawyers. I'm just saying
Yeah.
it's giving racial discrimination.
But isn't she doing a podcast with Cynthia? Am I wrong?
No, that's Crystal Girl from Beverly Hills.
Oh, that's Crystal. Never mind. I mean, same remit. You know,
you're right,
situation.
because Crystal was kind of done the same way too. Like it's the same.
Yeah.
Tiffany Moon from Dallas done the same way. Like it is Gertie. We'll get there, but
don't get there.
What I will say, the reason why I can't call her 100% the victim is because I think
she lied somewhere. Come on, man.
But this is my thing. Also, I think it's
she lied at some point. Something ain't math. The math ain't math.
But listen what I'm saying. I think it's hard to be a new housewife in this day and age, right? Because you've seen so much, you know so much, you've seen the business structure of housewives. You've seen what it does for other people, and I think that new housewives get so caught up in, I mean, it's easy to, like, TikTok, Instagram, Twitter, it is the way of life now. All of these women, for the most part, on this show, except for like Gina and Emily, was on this show when they were still writing blogs on Bravo website. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Like, the fan input wasn't a thing for real. Like, it was just very much, they were unhinged because there was no feedback for real. All they got was from each other. It wasn't, oh, this show is airing and everybody going off on me, so let me come to the reunion and act right. It was not that. It was very much like, I live in my bubble, I stand in my truth, this is my opinion, like Tamara was famous for saying, screaming at Vicky. You know, it was very much that they did not care. And I think that Katie came on playing the wrong housewife game. And I think that this season, she realized, oh, they loved me last season. Like, I was the new girl. I was very much like different. Me and Jen was kind of like, people were Marla, for real. Like, last season, Katie and Jen, especially with what Emily tried to do to her at that reunion.
I feel like Emily ate her up though, and Emily
she didn't.
Proof.
No, Emily, that Marla in the real, like on like the Bravo sphere online, everybody was team Katie because Emily went so low. She went so low.
You can go low, but you can be factual and go low. I feel like she brought out a lot of facts of her lies. Like, what I walked away from was like, Katie was lying.
No, I'm talking about, she does tell her. I'm talking about what changed the tide.
She do tell a lie.
No, she do. No, but listen, what I'm saying, what changed the tide was when Emily came and tried to shame her for her custody situation through her divorce with those kids. And when Katie told her story about how she had to literally give her rich husband her kids in order to build herself back up, like, all of that went really bad for Emily in the public. Like, that went bad, Marla. Like,
that's true.
It went to the fact where Heather had to come out and say, I don't support that. This was not what I thought Emily was going to do. That was very low. You shouldn't have to talk about that, blah, blah, blah. So Katie took that and all the fan support, came on this season and said, I'm a cool girl now. Like, I'm finna, like, you know, do my little thing. And she probably was. I know for a fact she was beating up with these bloggers and talking to these bloggers and DMing these bloggers. And, like, that's what girls really be doing. They just don't be getting caught. This been getting done. Like, I remember LVP, they was going off for her about the Radar Online stuff and Lisa Rinna. He's like, this is what they do. But my problem with the double standard on Real Housewives of Orange County, and I'm actually very shocked because I remember when Tamara first announced on her podcast that she was coming back to Housewives, everybody was kind of like, oh, she's going to have to quit the show then. She's going to have to stop doing her podcast, right? And Bravo let her do it. And I think that for me, the worst juxtaposition is almost like heavily in her YouTube. It's like, how you gonna get mad at
that
me?
Epic YouTube though. That YouTube,
her YouTube, like, it's like a double-edged sword. It's like Bravo likes the publicity that it comes with it.
Was epic.
You see what I'm saying? Like, heavily in her YouTube, to the fact that she had to take it to the Patreon because it got crazy.
It's too wild.
She had to take it to the Patreon eventually.
I love. And this is the same person that's running for Congress. But let's continue.
Girl. I got way too much medicine. It's coming soon. Okay, so I think Married to Medicine will be right after Potomac stops airing. So
that's okay, but we gonna try to move on from
but wait.
Katie versus everybody, because
I'm gonna say what I'm saying about the whole part about Katie that makes me mad. Y'all are mad at her for talking to bloggers when Tamra is literally talking to bloggers every day. The only reason, and this is what people skip over, the only reason why Tamra knew about the stuff that Gretchen was saying and the Kiki Monique and all of that is because Dave Quinn, the #1 housewives person that does all them articles on People and wrote the book that we read, him and Tamra are like this. He called her up and said, hey, blogger told me this. Tamra talks to bloggers every day. She is a blogger. So for me, the whole Katie thing is like, okay, the worst thing she did was talk to a blogger. Oh, she recorded Shannon, who's on set. So that's why I was kind of like.
But they said Shannon been acting. The
she's
producers
crazy.
Are saying that she's been acting real.
So it's like, if I'm filming a show and we're shooting for our openers and screeners, whatever they call them, there's cameras all around. I'm on a call and this crazy lady come in screaming, yelling, hollering. I'm probably gonna bring out my camera too. Like, look at this. This is what we deal with. You know what I'm saying? Because there's so many stories that came out about Shannon being held behind the scenes, but there's never been proof. There's never been any repercussions. There's never been nothing. So I'm sure Katie was like, let me keep this in my back pocket type thing. Then it all got blown up. And because she's an outsider, because she's Asian, because she has money, because she overcame all the things they wanted to shame her about.
Because she got a husband.
And it's crazy because Emily, this is the thing that I hate about, the one thing that I hate about Real Housewives of Orange County. Nobody talks about Emily, that the girl doesn't work, husband don't work. Everything's paid for by his family, but nobody wants to talk about this. And you're going to get down on another woman.
He passed the bar.
Marla.
He finally passed. But do he work?
And let's talk about it.
But I thought she worked for the Innocent Project. But you don't get paid for that, do you? Wasn't that pro bono?
That's volunteer work. And she doesn't even fight no cases. She's not even Kim K with it. She's not even going to the people and really doing nothing about it. She's not even doing what Kim K does. So I don't even want to talk to her about it. But my problem that I had with her about this Katie thing, that setup that they had at her house with that lie detector test, trying to celebrate Persian New Year. Do you know how crazy that is? To tie that to Persian New Year, and you had that big spread, and it's supposed to be this big cultural holiday, and you set this lady up with a lie detector test with people that are actors.
Who's
you're forgetting, Marla. The whole reason why they her husband is Persian. Her husband is half Persian.
Tell me, because I thought we were appropriating culture. I was a little concerned.
To me it is. To me it is.
I was like,
Marla,
what are we doing?
Because we never heard about Shane being Persian until that day. So I'm just going to leave that there. And they don't practice any religion. So I was like, anyway, sorry. I'm not going to get in a deep dive. But what made me mad is that you chose a religious holiday to ambush this girl with a fake lie detector.
It was bad. It was
because you knew it was fake because they were saying stuff like Emily, Gina had pulled aside, who was it? Jennifer was like, I'm telling you, it's gonna all come to a head today. Like, we got you. We got something. Like, they kept saying stuff like that. And I'm like, this setup.
And then when Katie comes back and say, I know they set me up, here is proof that those people weren't real. Then they like, okay, now you talking to, now you doing blah, 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 and you doing too much. And she's like, but I have proof that those people ain't real people.
I'll give her the victim. I just thought about that, how they set her up like that, had her crying. I'm gonna give her the victim. I'm gonna give her the And the one thing I like, but this is what I always say, the most hated person on a Real Housewives show is gonna be the woman who men love her, stand up for her, eat her dirty drawers.
Every time.
Because when Matt sat there and went off like that and was showing the producers, no, Slade called me 30 times. This happened.
Sure I did. Said, oh, that's when I started to believe them. That's when I started to believe them.
I was like, that's why they're mad.
This is a Slade, and
how he treats her kids, how he handles the situation with her ex, and like, I was like, oh, this is why they mad. Okay, got you. So
honestly, I think like she needs a break. Yeah. Okay.
Yeah.
All right, so we're
Victim.
gonna move on from OC now, and we're gonna go to Salt Lake City.
Woo!
Because Salt Lake City just came back on y'all. And I will say, listen, Salt
My
Lake City is
delusional girls.
forgiving.
My
I
delusional girl.
really thought that
Franchise
without
full of
Jen
delusion.
Shaw, I thought without Jen Shaw, it was going to go like, what are we doing? But these last 2 seasons,
baby,
have really been given. I didn't really like the Monica Garcia season, and people really love that one. But
I
I'm
did like
saying, like, these last 2 seasons for me has been
timelines.
Proof.
All right, so we're gonna do victim and villain in this one because even though we're only 4 episodes in, first episode was boring, second episode gave.
No, Marla, tell her, nope. You better give my girl her props. Why was the first episode boring?
Okay, so let's talk about it. All right,
why was the first episode boring?
Mandy's favorite,
her
Lisa Barlow allegedly refused to film initially because she was trying to do some stuff with her contract.
And she got
so
it.
they were doing, I don't know what she got, but they were doing a lot of filming before her. And let's just say none of that clearly
none of that footage make it. Thank you. She got her money.
So once she came back on the scene, first episode was definitely a filler episode. It did give us some personal story, but it just wasn't, nothing was really going on for. We're like, what is going to happen this season? I was a little concerned. Episode 2, Lisa comes back. I feel like Bravo punished her a little bit. They like, we ain't gonna give you everything. We're gonna do at least the first episode without you. But and that's the way, and it was boring. But it's still, there was like, we ain't finna have you think you got us about to throw. So like, we're gonna do this first.
She did not get a check for that episode. Yeah, she did not get.
But episode 2, the girls, and this is, we're gonna talk about who's the first one. We're talking about Lisa Barlow versus Bronwyn. Woo! Okay, so you have Bronwyn, who, let me just say, since she has came on the scene, I am a Bronwyn fan. I love Bronwyn. Girl can read. And you know, I love any girl that can read. Baby girl, come with them.
She's the only reader on the show.
She can give you a response back so quick. Like, she's giving me like white girl Atlanta vibes. Like they can, like, she can read, she reads fast and she reads good. Like,
because she's intelligent. Her read, the thing that separates her reads be so intelligent. It's like, what I'm gonna say,
baby, let me tell you, y'all gotta watch. So episode 2, if nothing else,
you gotta set the scene.
Okay, so Lisa Barlow isn't even there on the first episode, but we're talking about Lisa. But because the girls take a camping trip, who I really thought these are not the girls take a camping trip.
That was a bad trip, bro. That was a bad trip. That was a bad trip.
That was crazy. In an RV, really roughing it out here in these streets. I wouldn't even do that. But like, listen, more power to them.
But background that's Angie's real RV that she takes when her daughter is an equestrian. That's her actual real RV.
Okay, makes sense. That's cute. So they're in the RV, and you know, everybody's starting to bring up Lisa, like, oh, Lisa didn't make it. I can't believe she didn't come, yada, yada, yada. And so then they start talking about Bronwyn brings up, well, you know, she got all these court cases against her. People are suing her left and right. And they like, what? And certain friends ain't really being friends, except for, I would say, the people that got her back for sure. I thought Meredith was going to have her back a little bit more, but Meredith don't do conflict unless it's her conflict. So she's one of them friends that's like, if it ain't about me, I'm going to say, like, y'all don't talk about her. But if y'all keep going, I ain't finna keep interjecting myself to tell y'all not to talk about her. So like, she said first a few words at the beginning, like, nah, that ain't it. But then she quickly just got quiet and it was like, T, you know. So that's one friend. Then you got the real friend that really held her down, which is Heather. And Heather is like, look, I ain't trying to get on Lisa's bad side. Me and her just became friends all over again. So I'm trying to prove my loyalty by being like, y'all ain't finna be talking about my girl, especially with her not being here. So, but it's mainly Bronwyn. Bronwyn, baby.
No, it's not. It's not. It's Bronwyn, Angie, and Whitney. They're equal.
Oh yeah, the 3. Because you know they got issues. So this is okay. They are equal. And Whitney got some nerve, because we're gonna talk about Whitney. She got some nerve.
But wait, Marla, before you say that, Can we not acknowledge that since Jen Shaw left, the season equation has been, let's try to take down Lisa Barlow.
Because she is a favorite, because she's a favorite though. So let's talk about Lisa.
Ugh.
Lisa is fire. She's fine. Okay. Lisa is fine. Just period. Bust down part, black straight hair, eyebrows always done, nails done. She's probably one of the more wealthier of the group.
Yeah.
Because she does, even though she's Mormon, she owns a tequila brand. Very interesting, right? Like it's like what double entendre. Like we ain't supposed to drink, but at the same time we own a whole.
I got
distillery.
this tequila.
Like,
you better drink this tequila.
It's giving. But I'm still think I'm Mormon. So then she's like, but you can't tell me I'm not Mormon.
I'm
like,
a New Age Mormon.
You ain't leave the church,
right?
But you got a tequila. It's her story from day one has been very, very interesting. Yes. Lisa is also one of the girlies that she likes fine dining, but she'll go to Taco Bell and Wendy's in a second. Like
that's
she's
all
like,
she eat.
Pull me over at McDonald's, like period. Like I ain't gotta eat, all this like uppity caviar. I'll do that, but I also want you to pull me over and take me to Burger King. Like you know, but then she looks fire. So it's like, how are you eating all this fast food?
She had one of them metabolisms that you're jealous of, basically.
You know, and then like the way that Lisa talks. Like her hands, like she's just an interesting character. Like Lisa is just interesting. She gives mob wives in the way that she talks, but at the same time, she's so like smart though. And like we're talking about reads, so I can't not talk about Lisa because Lisa and her reads. Reason why I love this is my favorite fight right now. This Lisa versus Bronwyn.
Let me tell you, like Vicky and Cardi, it just keep going low. It just keep going low. It just keep going low. We going to the ground. We're going down.
If y'all ain't seen these two go back and forth, it is giving like, oh, we got some seasoned reads happening right now. Like the way they toss it and can turn it back is like, okay, like the girls are reading. Salt Lake City, I will speak of these two right here. They reading
down.
Okay. They're reading down. So fast forward, they have the conversation and say, I think she got like 3 or 4 different lawsuits against her.
Like 4 or 5, actually.
4 or 5 lawsuits. And they're like, what's going on? She ain't got no money. All the things are being said.
Let's clarify, Marla, they are civil. They're not criminal.
Exactly. So, but I also got to make a comment because her so-called, one of her besties, Angie K, is it K?
Compare her to Jen Shaw, baby.
Compared her to Jen Shaw. Which Jen Shaw went to jail for a criminal case.
Yes.
Yeah, she said you might as well call her Jen Shaw. And then when people was like, "Oh, that's too far," she was like, "Oh,
she's like, oh no.
The joke didn't land. That ain't no joke.
It's not a joke.
That ain't no joke."
Angie, no, this is my thing. This is the other thing that I think that the cast hates about Lisa Barlow. Every single person in the entire world that's ever known, met, or been around Lisa Barlow has said she is exactly how she is on camera as she is off camera.
Yeah, she's very authentic. She's authentic. She's very authentic.
And so Angie, Angie to me has always given. She got some gays on her side of her hair salon. They give her reads and little things to say, and they probably told her to like, say something about Jen Shaw, compare her to these lawsuits because the real reason, like you were saying about Lisa standing, like taking like a strike and like trying to renegotiate. She knew, I read a bunch of articles. She knew that this whole season was going to be about her lawsuits. She knew that was going to be the main storyline. And
so she said, pay me.
She said, she went to Bravo and said, if you want this, give me my money. And they filmed for weeks. The crazy thing is they filmed for weeks without Lisa. So for
all that content,
gone.
They said
they didn't have a show. They didn't have a show.
There's nothing happening. So honestly, it did kind of solidify her as being like one of the pillars of this show. It really did. It's almost like a Nene Leakes move. Go ahead and film without me and see what you get.
It's like Nene. You know how on Atlanta, everybody wanted to be Nene's friend so bad, but
I want to be Nene's friend.
But listen, right? But if you wasn't her friend, if you was on her bad side, then you mad. So now you ain't feeling. So now you gotta come for her.
No, you just don't want to be read by Nene. You got to be on her side so you don't get one of them epic reads by her. Because she will tell you, she will take it. She will take it.
Because let me tell you something. After meeting Nene, I get it. Like I would want to be around her all the time. Like I would want to be around her all the time. Like she's a good time. Like
she's fun.
She don't even know me. We sitting there kicking about life, anything. Like we were just talking. So it's like Lisa has always been Queen B. And the thing, we can go even deeper with Heather. Heather to me is weird because she almost has like an abusive relationship with Lisa. Like from the very first season, their storyline was Lisa called her the fun time girl in school and said, I didn't really know her for real. All I knew about her at BYU was that she was the fun time girl. And that just sent Heather down a spiral. And then every season she's trying to prove herself to Lisa, like, I'm your friend. I'm your friend.
I was that girl. I was that girl.
I want to be your friend. Like, don't you want to be my friend?
What's that scene with Eva and Real Housewives of Atlanta and was it
Clark Atlanta?
Clark Atlanta. Everybody
knows
she's
Yovana. I'm Yovana
from Clark.
Girl, crazy.
They like, girl, who?
We don't know you.
I really don't know you. I don't. Everybody knew me.
Heather. And so all of these girls want to be, and it's crazy as all her enemies came on the show as her friend. Bronwyn and freaking Angie. Angie K came on as Lisa's sidekick. They was going off on Angie K about her being her sidekick. Bronwyn came on because of Lisa. They was going off like, and it's like they realized I gotta attach myself to the Queen Bee, but I also gotta go at the Queen Bee. But now we got an alliance over here because we against the Queen Bee, and the people kind of like that because Lisa is a polarizing figure. It's like she has this equal amount of haters that she does fans. She is one of them. But
what I will say, we gotta also say Heather's job is similar to me as Ashley Darby. So she's never really gonna.
No, she's Giselle. No, I think she's the Giselle character.
I feel like her job is to be messy. Her job is to bring stuff out. Like up until this season, this is, to me is the first season where I am seeing her have a little bit of loyalty. But up until this point, most of the stuff would come out because it was her being messy and bringing stuff.
She's a bone collector, but I feel like she has that Giselle role. I feel like when Housewives of Salt Lake, when Bravo sees their stars of Salt Lake City, the leader, quote unquote, the one that they pick, they always pick Heather. I don't know if y'all realize
that is true. She's the stable.
She's like the Giselle. It's like you're not gonna get a lot of personal storyline from her, but she wants to be the leader. She wants, like, she gives me Giselle, like, actually just there for the mess. Heather wants to be the head girl in charge.
You can want it, but she's just not. She's not it.
But the thing about Salt Lake City, there is no head person in charge. That's what makes it so
not
good.
Anymore. Not anymore.
It was Jen,
which is why all of us was scared. Yeah. But now everybody has to hold their own. And so getting back to, the whole Lisa Barlow versus Bronwyn.
Who the villain? We're gonna probably disagree here, but let's go. Because you're forgetting. Oh, so one last piece before we decide. One last piece before we decide. The reason why Bronwyn came on this season going so hard for Lisa, because Lisa outed her at their reunion and said, you did not buy that $4 million necklace. And we're forgetting episode 1, she finally admitted it. After going on Vile Files, after going on Watch What Happens Live, after going on the reunion and acting like she bought that $4 million necklace, she finally said it on episode 1 that she never bought that necklace.
Said it. I don't know. I'm going to say this. I don't think there is a villain.
I don't think so either.
I feel like this is just a good match. I'm here for it, and I'm seated for this match because I love to see these two bicker back and forth. I would say one of the best. Okay, so like, I don't know if we want to.
Bronwyn ate down though. I'm not gonna lie. I'm gonna give Lisa lost. Episode 2. Lisa lost that argument so bad. I felt as a Lisa stan, I was on Twitter like, okay, y'all, I'm not even gonna lie. Like, my girl got ate up tonight. Like,
Bronwyn, she tried to call this girl every name. Pretty much, what did she say? A gout, you know what, sucker. And she said, but I love my husband, so I don't mind doing it. Right. I said, ooh.
And I think Lisa goes wrong in arguments. Lisa is so unhinged.
She said, I'm a wife. That's what I'm supposed to do.
So delusional. That I love the thing that makes me love Lisa is how delusional and how reactive she is, and how
she thought she was.
She is because she really don't be having points. Like she had no points in that argument, but it's that vein in that neck that come out, and she just got yelling and screaming.
Yeah, baby. It was good because Bronwyn was calm. We gotta talk about reads. Bronwyn's reads are so good because she stays so calm because she wants you to hear every
what she's saying.
word that she says. And I just be like, oh, sis, they got the right one on here.
Out of the fight, because we're on episode what just happened? Episode 3 or 4?
I want to say it's 4. We're on episode. So they just Lisa
4,
crazy self. She brought everybody in for that brunch.
Oh, pause, Marla, pause, because we gotta bring this up. Because what did I tell y'all in the group? I said Lisa about to give Karen Huger with tax problems press conference with no press. I said it. And I knew it was gonna happen the same way it happened to Karen. And you know I stand for Karen too, but Karen lost that day too. When Karen came in that
press conference, but they get mad when people ask you questions.
I didn't want to ask.
What are we doing?
She said, "Everybody, put your hands down." I'm gonna say what I gotta say and walk it out.
Well, hold on, Jasmine. We hold on, no, baby, hold on. We gotta set it up right.
Marla set the scene up.
We gotta set this up right. I need you to understand. She invited them to this brunch. There are pictures all on the wall of every single
court cases.
Of all of the court cases is on the walls,
and it's dismissed in red letters. On all of them.
Dismissed. Then she throws in some random pictures of herself, which also lets me know she's the Lulu because she got pictures of just like
her and her husband on a yacht. Her husband at a jazz game, girl, and she claimed it was courtside, but they were not courtside seats. I'm sorry. Like
this is the level of the Lulu that I love in Housewives. Like we are getting back to the good, the Lulu.
Get to the good.
So she spends money on this, and like literally, she invites the girls that had questions and had so much to say about her like court cases. And so she got all this stuff on the wall. Okay, so the first person, y'all know who the first person who's finna go. Who do we say? Bronwyn said. So Bronwyn said, "Okay, you blew it up for me in so many words. Great.
So do you owe these people money or not?"
She said, "I ain't gotta answer none of your questions. You don't gotta. You don't gotta answer anything. It's none of your business."
Yeah, she said it's none of your business. After inviting her,
what are we here for? What are we cutting cake for?
You brought me here because I thought we were in a press conference. You blew up your stuff for me to read it. Fine print. And you telling me I can't ask you Jasmine questions?
And everything had a picture and it had bold red letters say dismissed. So this is what really gets me, Jasmine. So then Angie K jumps in and say, well, are you denying these claims or are these court cases actually dismissed? She said, I'm denying them. They're not dismissed. And they're like,
y'all gotta watch. Y'all gotta watch.
I'd be like, last question. Where are we here?
Jasmine, they kept asking questions. They was like, okay, so are you saying you because let's give some background to the lawsuit.
You know, Broward is like, so did you pay cash? Right. Or did just a judge dismiss them? Like, what are they?
Yeah.
Like, what is this?
So basically, going back a couple seasons, one of the first rumors that was said about Lisa is that she has some type of sponsor man that pays for her like businesses and stuff and gives her all these tickets to the Utah Jazz, games.
And like her hair done,
and her hair. Yeah, he's like a sponsor, and it's not her husband. So that's one of the first rumors. So in this lawsuit, there is a man that claimed that Lisa came to him and was like, look, I need some money for my business and my personal expenses. Can you spot me some money? He's claiming that he got her an American Express card in his name that she would charge stuff to. And basically she ran up $400,000 not to tell her husband.
Yeah, that's in the claim. It's in the claim.
But we also know, I will give Lisa the benefit of the doubt that anybody can say anything when they file a lawsuit.
When they file a
lawsuit, you can allege anything in a suit. You can say, he told me 10 years ago that he was going blah, 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 blah. Now, the problem that I do have, and I was with the ladies on about these lawsuits, in her fight of these lawsuits, she is not saying in court that it's not true. Her lawyers are fighting that there was no verbal or written contract that she would pay the money back. Okay.
So in other words, I had the card and I was scamming. I was so
it was a gift. It was a gift.
So when she says it's dismissed, it's not because she didn't borrow the money. It's off of a technicality that there was no written statement or agreement that she would pay the money
person back. Yeah.
Scammer.
And so she's lying to them.
We still sitting at this brunch though. I need y'all to understand all this. We are sitting at a brunch that you invited me to. You invited me to this brunch. Jesus. And we literally are sitting here like, what's the theme? She said, me. I'm the theme.
She said, I'm the theme. And I felt her on that. But you know what? I think I like her because she's a Sag, fellow fire sign. We really are very
good.
Her fire is too lit.
Her fire is lit, bro.
She's so good.
But let me tell you, I'm gonna tell you this. The one thing I will tell you, she got ate up by Bronwyn and she got ate up by Angie. But let me tell you who she really be having so much energy for, and I live for it every single time because we're gonna move on to the next. Whitney tried to pipe up in this conversation. I said, baby, it's like JT. Whitney is giving JT in the Nicki Minaj and Cardi fight.
Why are you here?
Why are you here in this fight?
Why are you here?
Because I don't even see you even got enough money to be in this fight. This is being Broadway.
This girl has a jewelry / health beauty company that's been going off on TikTok because it's a multi-level marketing scheme that they done stole so much money from people in this scheme that now she's admitted that her business has failed. She just admitted that my business has failed. My man is mad at me. He spent all our money on this business. But you at this lady lunch trying to go off on her about her business. Lisa said, oh, I got something for you. How are you unloading yourself from your business? Then it just all went to hell. I said, oh, brother, she got her.
Y'all, episode 4. It really needs to go down in the history books. Episode 4, Salt Lake City. You know, with a lot. And meanwhile, our girl Mary in the faces.
Laughing.
Our girl Mary in the faces. Because she was loving Bronwyn eating her up. She sure was. She was like, ooh.
Yeah. But y'all want to know what I'm looking forward to? Apparently, at some point of this season, Mary is reopening that Pentecostal church and the ladies are going to go.
Okay, I'm seated. I am so seated for Salt Lake. Listen, I am. Yeah. And we still got to talk about Mary's personal stories these last 2 seasons. I'm going to give her props.
We need to get into what type of Pentecost, like where are we?
No, y'all, like she legit.
I need to know the organization because I need to know.
It's not giving PAW.
It's not
PAW. No, it's not PAW.
It's not PAW. I need to know who's letting her.
But Jasmine, mind you, the first 2 seasons, her allegations was her church was a cult. And she was giving them people out their mortgages. She had people take out mortgages to donate.
Church. I'm sorry. Salt Lake City is gold. But then you also got really good personal stories about like her dealing with her son on drugs.
Marla, stop.
Like I can't. Mary is so good this season. Like her personal. I would say Mary is a mother. Okay, I am loving her. Like trying to navigate through her son. We know he has some drug abuse issues. And like, it's been some real, so like we get this craziness, but then it'll like fast forward to like scene with Mary, like having a real conversation with her son about what he's going through. Salt Lake is gold. End of discussion. Salt Lake City. If you are not watching, it is not that many episodes yet. Listeners,
greatest television.
Please. Salt Lake City is gold. That first episode, don't judge us off of that first episode. You get to that second episode.
Yeah,
episode.
They lost me in the first episode. I only got 30 minutes in.
No.
When the strippers popped out on the school, I said I'm out. I just can't. This too much. I gotta go.
Because it was filling. They were trying to feel. I'm trying to tell you.
It didn't connect.
Second, really, the season started episode 2.
Episode because Lisa was there.
And the episode and all this season is about Lisa.
It's the whole season. Last season was about Lisa. Season before, like it's getting to the point where it's like, all right, I felt Lisa,
but she can take it. She can take it
because she's so delulu. Like my favorite things about her is like,
girl, you love a delusional housewife.
I do. Because the thing about delusional
Toya,
people,
she loves her
like a delusional.
But the one thing I love about somebody.
They're true to themselves.
When that lady Lisa Barlow said, "I'm very important to God," I said, "You know what? you are very important to God, baby. And God really looks out for, like, I was just like, you know what? The audacity to get on the TV and say, you
That
know
is
what?
crazy.
But I am very important to God. When she got on that screen and said they was arguing about where she was, why she didn't go on a girls trip, she said, baby, I was at Ben Affleck's movie premiere. Okay? I was cashing them Trump checks, in other words. Like
In
me
other
said back in
words.
the
She
day.
made me mad. That's what I did. I turned it off on that because she told me some. I ain't gonna tell you who the name is.
Mhm.
Ben. Ben Affleck. Like
Ben Affleck.
She couldn't wait to say it. She couldn't wait.
Earthy.
Okay, listen,
Made me so
listen,
mad.
y'all.
No,
Okay, y'all taking
this
me
last
out.
episode, it opens with her in her
It's
club,
just
right?
so
She
good,
goes
y'all.
down
It's
the
so
whole guest list. This girl named Forrest Whitaker, Usher. She just start going down the list of who come to her club, baby. I say, you
It's
know
Salt
what,
Lake?
Lisa? It's Salt Lake, but she does Sundance Festival. That was her
Okay.
claim to fame.
Tell me
Her
something.
claim to fame from the first season was she does PR and marketing, and she does
Mhm.
events like for Sundance Festival.
Okay,
That's
cool.
how she got famous.
Let me
And
tell
so-
y'all, I'm gonna keep saying if y'all are not, y'all are
But Marla, who the
missing
victim and the villain?
out. There is none. It's good
There ain't all-
television.
it sound
It's
like
just
everybody-
period.
I be real.
It's
It
just
sound like
good
It
TV.
sound like everybody a victim on this show.
No, for everybody is. You know what? This show is everybody is both. And there's a moment where everybody's a villain, and there's a moment where everybody is a victim. So it just goes back and forth every
Beyonce
week.
say playing victim and villain at the same time, and that's
I love it.
Playing
Y'all, if
victim
nothing
and a
else,
villain
these are
at the
some
same
good reads. I
time.
haven't heard these kind of reads even from Atlanta in a while.
No,
Like,
it got
y'all need to listen. Episode 2 and episode 4 reads they're gonna go down in the history books. I'm telling y'all. Bronwyn, that is a sniper.
Hey, down.
I don't know where they found her, but let me tell you something. Sis is a sniper, and I see
You know
Bronwyn.
why?
I'm a
Look
fan.
at her
I'm a
husband. She probably be
fan.
verbally sparring with that smart old mouth man. That old
Yeah.
man is very smart at the mouth.
And she's so chill with it. Like, I just love her demeanor. When I'll be like, "Oh, what did she just say?" Ooh,
Y'all,
point
I
for
cannot
Bronwyn.
wait
Another
to come
point.
back. I cannot wait to come back on this podcast and recap when all them white ladies go to that Pentecostal church.
Okay, no, we're not gonna do that.
I can't wait.
I'm not coming.
I cannot wait for that podcast. I'm just gonna say it. I cannot wait.
Okay, so we got to move us forward. So that is it for Real Housewives of Salt Lake City. We are going to end with we got so many beefs happening on Miami,
Jesus.
but Miami.
Everybody beefing.
Okay, let's talk about Miami. Me and Mandy have been saying this. Mandy told us first. Mandy said, if y'all not watching Miami,
Best
y'all
show.
are missing out.
When it was just
And I was
on
like,
Peacock.
girl,
When it wasn't even on
nobody
Bravo
watching
yet.
on
When they
Miami.
brought it back, it was just on Peacock. Yes.
I watched some episodes on Peacock, started from season 1, and there was a little bit of a gap or whatever. But I said, "Oh, Miami, Miami is fire. The fashion, the girls eat down on the
dress
fashion.
the best out of everybody to me. Miami dresses overall every episode. They dress the best out of every show.
That's because they got real money. Like Miami also got real money on that show,
and it's a sexy style of dress. It's very it's Miami just give you that energy.
And it's a bunch of beautiful Latin women that is giving us feisty. They're just serving. So Miami this season, if y'all have not been watching the cast, I'm going to keep saying the cast is also, don't do anything with the cast. Bravo, if you hear this, we can just do another season with a cut and paste. Like we don't even need no new people. I actually like the new girl you brought on. We're gonna talk about her. I am good.
I wouldn't mind if Dr. Nicole came back. I'm just saying.
She won't though.
Dr.
Nicole living her best life, but
never coming back. She actually
ruined it, y'all.
Yeah. But we're gonna talk about how Marisol is truly the real victim of this entire franchise.
No, the victim or villain?
I mean, the real villain. She's the real villain.
Yeah, I'm about to say she's not no victim.
She is the devil incarnated to me.
She gets other people to do her bidding. And so it looks like other people are the villains when in reality, she's the little puppeteer in the back that is like puppeteering and being the mean girl and getting everybody.
That's why Dr. Nicole won't come back. I told y'all, she hired a literal private investigator to follow Anthony and her around Miami to find dirt on her.
And I really do think that girl be doing voodoo and everything else. Like, I don't know.
Her mama was like a witch doctor.
Marisol strikes me as like if you her enemy, you her real enemy. Like she
No, for
gonna
real.
like
Forever.
she takes it too far.
Forever. We take it to the grave.
Yeah. All right, so we're gonna kick it off with our first victim versus villain. Whew, this is gonna be tough. We're gonna try to keep it to a minimum. But the first one is Lisa versus Larsa.
Victim. Lisa the victim.
Lisa's the victim.
Agreed.
Larsa is always the villain.
Thank you, Shay.
Mandy, ever since that episode that we had where you really like ran down, like it took for me to actually watch that episode where they're sitting down. Now, mind you, Lisa is always late and she's disrespectful. She's I understand everybody getting upset with her. She is blatantly not even like 30 minutes late. She is 2 hours late everywhere we go. She is crazy work. Missing planes, and they get there and be like, "What? Why y'all mad?"
Yeah, I agree,
So we're not. I'm trying to say we're not
giving her a pass.
Giving her a pass on her behavior. No. What I will say is, when it comes to my kid and my divorce and what's happening, I got a literal message from my lawyer that says if I don't sign this in an hour, it's affecting my kids and my custody.
We're going to court. We're going to trial.
So you have Larsa that's like, there's no way that could be true. You're just making this up. You just want to make everything about you. Everything is always about Lisa. Like we were all having a good time. And then here you come and you over here mentioning all this stuff about your divorce. We've been dealing with this for so many months. And so meanwhile, I'm going to do an honorable mention. Honorable mention for the first person who got up to see about her that she was talking to first was Adriana.
Yes.
Adriana was like, hold up. I get what y'all saying. And what I'm hearing from y'all, I'm not saying it's not right. But what I am reading is she truly needs to go find someone that can
notarize,
what do you call it? Notarize this right now, or like this is detrimental to her.
Like it was literally, if you don't sign this now, we're gonna be in trial.
I still don't understand how that is even possible.
You know why? When you have a vindictive man that hates your guts and know your schedule and know you're filming in a different country.
Period.
Oh, Jesus. But even to uphold that is like,
but when you got
lawyers
what?
Can do, lawyers
but when
can
you
do
got
what lawyers do.
That's real.
When you got what?
My next honorable mention of a friend in this scenario, I'm going to give it to Gertie.
Yes.
Because Gertie literally got up because she saw how frantic she was. And she said, let me tell you what I do for a living.
For a living.
For a living, I make things, this is life
happen. I make things happen.
She said, I had a groom who said no at the altar.
Yeah.
And I got to figure some things out on the spot.
Yeah.
This ain't nothing. So she literally goes up there. She helps her talk to Lisa's, boyfriend. And like, look, we gotta find somebody that can virtually do over this and like over the phone. Like
but do you know how hard that is to find a virtual notarizer?
They found one. And then meanwhile, so Mandy, like you did a good job explaining it, but let me tell you, it takes for you to actually watch this scene. That's like crazy. The girl literally steps away for like. They fast forward. She steps away for a while to try to like get this solved. So then she comes back to the table.
And they jump
after this level of stress that she just experienced of like, okay, I literally had all this help. I just sat down with a notary who had to FaceTime me, sign these papers, and then digitally get this to her to sign to then get to these lawyers in an hour. Like I can't even imagine.
And it's my livelihood. It's not just a document. It is my custody agreement. It is my alimony agreement. It is like it is all like it's like my
all
life.
The money wrapped up in this.
It's my life.
And I got an hour to respond.
And if I don't, I'm going to court, and that man's gonna take me for everything I got.
He's gonna take me for everything I got. And so this is where I was like, okay. So then she sits down, and Larsa just loses it.
Goes in.
Larsa just like goes nuts and crazy all over this Marcus stuff, which I still don't get because, like she said, breaking up with him, getting back with him, breaking up she said for every time you broke up with him, I would have been adding him back and then requesting him again and then adding him back and then requesting him again. Like, what are we saying? And she's like, as my friend, you don't understand what he's put me through and me and my family.
Girl,
and like
nothing.
she called her a clout chaser.
Who
And she
did?
said, and this was the good read that Lisa finally had in her. She
told
said,
you,
I'm a
Marla,
clout
she ate her up.
chaser. She said, you the one that dated both a Pippen and a Jordan. So who is the clout chaser? These are your men. I said, finally, Lisa. Finally, girl. And she held her ground. And I was very proud of Lisa for she at least put Larsa through the ringer for a few episodes of like, I ain't gonna give her everything. But it literally took multiple girls to be like, girl, we tired.
Can
like
I
everybody
get deep
tired.
about
Just
Lisa
let
real
us
quick?
please.
I would see. I'm ignorant.
Can I get deep about Lisa real quick? Just real quick.
Go ahead.
Lisa's also a fellow Leo. She's very emotional, right? And she was in this long-term relationship with this man that really did mentally abuse her. I don't care what nobody freaking said. And she never has stood up for herself in her life against this man. So she's in this season for the first time where she's standing up for herself. And I think part of the whole her not unfollowing Marcus was more so about, I'm going to do what I want to do. Finally.
Period.
You're not
That's
going to make me do anything. You're not going to bully me and talk down to me.
Period.
And then I'm going to listen
I felt
to you.
that.
Because how Larsa treats her is how Lenny treats her. Like, if you really think about their friendship, how Larsa deals with Lisa is very much how she's used to. And I think that's why she was gravitating towards Larsa as a friend for so long, because she's used to that energy. Now that she's left this man, she got a new man in her life that's telling her, you need to stick up for yourself. You need to be yourself. You need to do this on your own. You need to have your own mind. You need to have your own business. She's getting all of this in her head. She's getting her independence back. She like, you know what? And she said it. She was like, she's like, you know what? I don't even care for Marcus like that, but I'm not finna unfollow him now because now you yelling at me. Now you cussing me out. Now you doing too much. Now I'm going. That's a very much Leo thought. It
really is. When she said that, baby, I said, I mean, that's me being.
That's how we think. Because
it's not even that I even care about the situation.
Right. I'm gonna do it on my own.
Trying to force somebody
principle. It's the principle now. And so why I don't want to do it. It has
less
about me.
Now.
I don't even like that man like that. I don't even see that man. But now it's the principle. It's ragging you too bad. And you coming at me crazy. So now, no. Y'all know that's how I am.
I didn't like how they characterized Larsa and Jody's communication with each other. Because after we found out that it was Larsa that was reaching out to Jody first, I was like, why everybody acting weird that Lisa man is texting Larsa? Like, you're talking bad about me every single day that's why I said men get a bad rep for being on Housewives, because it's like, am I supposed to just allow you to dog me out, dog my name out, use me as a storyline, say I'm a horrible man, I'm this, I'm that? I can't say nothing to you. I can't say nothing. And then to find out that Larsa was the one that was reaching out first.
Period.
I was like, oh, wow. Yeah.
Period.
Lisa's the victim.
This reunion. Okay. All right. So Lisa's the victim. Okay. So next we're going to go to Gertie versus Julia.
Gertie the victim.
Yeah. Yeah.
Y'all, this has been a long-standing portion of this season. So, and I'm just going to say, protect all Black women at all costs, because maybe that's why. I don't know if I'm being biased, but as you threw a drink in my face, it's giving like more than what it is.
But pause. Y'all haven't seen the reunion. You need to watch it. By the time this episode comes out, the reunion will be out. There is a lot of unseen footage of Julia acting a plum fool.
Oh,
I don't believe it.
So I'm just gonna say this is not 1, 2, 3, 4, or 5 of Julia acting a fool. And I think what happens as Black women when we see that, we're like, because like we were all mad at Kiki, because it's like, why are you pulling me away? Like I was the aggressor.
And Gertie stands up for Kiki, and we're gonna talk about that next, because continue. Because Gertie always has Kiki's back. Right. Continue.
You're pulling me away as I'm the aggressor. I'm the angry Black woman. This lady threw a glass of water on me, but you're grabbing me. You're chastising me. You're publicly humiliating me. So for me, I was just like, but I think also our issue is a lot of the stars that we want to stand up for themselves, and we have to learn to accept that a lot of women on these shows, they just don't have it in them. Like Garcelle didn't have it in her a lot of the times, and we were down bad about it. And I feel like Gertie is the same. It's like she articulates herself too late, or it's
not in the moment. And she talks. The other issue with her is she really needs to learn from the school of who we just talked about at Bronwyn.
Yeah.
We don't understand her because she talks so fast. She makes the right points and she makes good points.
Yes.
But she's so belligerent and she's so emotional and she's talking so fast that it's like it's not landing. All people hear is just like she's belligerent. They're not even listening to her because of how she's delivering it.
I will give a follow-up on that. I think that the depth that they went in her personal story this year really opened my eyes, because imagine being like 9 or 10. You don't speak English. You speak Creole, which is a French dialect. You come to this country. When she started talking about her childhood trauma of like, my parents shipped me. I lived in a house for 3 months. I couldn't leave. I didn't go outside.
The house.
Like jail. I get to school. You know, her real name, not even Gertie. That's like her middle name, because nobody would pronounce her first name right. So she just started going with Gertie. Like all of these things, the language barrier. And I think that she gets so frustrated with like, English is not my first language. Like,
thank you, Mandy. Thank you, Mandy.
You know, I'm trying to articulate myself,
and it's not coming out. Yeah.
And hearing her story about school, how people picked on her because she didn't speak English. She never could stand up for herself. The fact that when she says Gertifies, because it hit me, because how she explained how she was talking about, I used the word Gertify, or I went into wedding planning because I like to make stuff beautiful, because it was something about me I had to like add to myself. Like even the word Gertie, like that's not even my real name because nobody would pronounce my name. Like all of that stuff. And seeing how these women treated her, and I will say, like I said, I need y'all to watch this reunion, because I knew the number one issue.
I'm watching as soon as we get off.
I said this from the jump before the season started. I said, watch, they're going to bully Gertie because Nicole is not there. The first thing that they all said was, well, you came on the show and only wanted to be friends with Nicole. That was the first thing they all said tonight.
Girl, she ain't even here. Y'all get above my screen.
And she said, what they got to do with anything? Nicole not here.
Yeah,
they was trying to go her, like even Andy was like trying to ask her like, so when the last time you saw Nicole, and like, do you still hang with Nicole? And she like, that's my real friend. She not right. So it's like
okay.
You know what, bad, y'all. It gets worse. So I can't wait till y'all watch so we can really talk about it.
So we just gonna leave it with Gertie is the victim 100%. Even though she did what she did, and I take back what I said a few episodes ago where I was like, I still didn't really love how she used a really amazing event where it was talking about her like getting through breast cancer to like showcase that. But I better understand that she's like, if I got everybody's attention and everyone is here, this is my moment, unfortunately, for me to try to get something through. I just hate that it had to be for such a celebratory moment for her that it turned into something so negative. And that was my only issue. Okay, so moving on to the next one. Because, you know, this one got a few. So we got Alexia and Marisol versus Stephanie. So let's get into it. Stephanie is the newbie. Stephanie is jet setting. Stephanie got money. Like we ain't talking little money. Stephanie, because of her husband and what he does, she got bags on bags on bags on bags on racks and racks of racks and travel.
But I'll give her credit. She run the business with him.
She definitely does. She runs the business with him. But he's a major architect, correct? Like he does something
developer. They're developers.
Right? He's a developer. Okay.
They're commercial.
What I will say is
and residential.
She ain't faking it. Now I'm still a little concerned because usually anybody we see with a jet always end up in a lawsuit or jail later in Real Housewives.
Okay.
But I'm not wishing it on her. But I'm just saying how easily we just spending $40K to travel where we travel it is always
30 minutes of a flight was crazy.
Always gonna be suspect to me because like I don't care how much money you got. That just seems astronomical to just be having a private jet and be gassing up the jet to do those little things. But neither here nor there. Okay, so Stephanie is the rich newbie. And what I love about Stephanie, where I feel like she's getting mixed reviews this season. A lot of people feel like
got mixed reviews.
She is coming on too strong.
Too hot.
She's coming on too hot.
Way too
Yep.
hot.
She's throwing her money around to try to get people
Yep.
to like her. Like there's
Yep.
a lot, but for those who are me, and maybe this is my Leo mindset, I like a little luxury. That don't bother me.
I
actually
love
like
luxury.
Two, for me, I like that she ain't scared of the OGs, the people
do
that
like that too.
usually
I do that,
bully
Marla.
people and
Mhm.
bully
I do
people
that.
down, and
Mhm.
people
Yeah.
usually just fall in line because they,
Yeah.
i.e. Alexia and
And
Marisol.
Marisol,
He's like,
yeah.
poop, 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 I see you, and I ain't scared of you.
Twins,
So
y'all
I
twins
actually,
have your own brain.
period. She been reading the girls down. Now that's another one. These newbies that can read, y'all. Bravo been doing a really good job with picking some
I
good
can't wait
readers
for
because
Potomac. I'm so excited.
let me tell you, Miss Stephanie can read, y'all. Miss Stephanie, she's here for the girlies and she can read. So don't get it twisted. She got the vocabulary to do so, and she quick
Yes.
with it as well. She will
Yes.
have a comeback in 5 seconds. Yes, she
Yes.
will. And
Yes.
so we are used to Alexia being able to puff her chest and everybody move how Alexia move because she feels like
True.
she's the star of this show and nobody can come
Which
at
is
her.
wild.
The
But go
Cuban
ahead.
Teresa. The Cuban Teresa.
She is the Cuban. She
Ugh.
truly is a Cuban Teresa. And baby, Miss Stephanie said, "Oh, honey,
Not you.
I'm not scared of you, honey.
Mm-mm.
No one is willing to call you. Well, if I'm a Chihuahua, then you're a bulldog, baby. Okay, like you want to go there? Like let's keep going. I'm gonna keep going tit for tat. You don't scare me." And then, like, what I also noticed is Alexia is scared to say certain things to Stephanie's face, though. Because
True.
1 minute is I don't want to ride in the jet because I feel like she's using her
True.
money, and
Yeah,
but then
said
in
it
front
to
of her
face.
face, it's like, oh no, that's not why.
That was
Marisol
Marisol.
just wanted
That
to
was
spend.
Marisol.
It was Marisol. Now, crazy, she threw Marisol under the bus, which is why I'm
Mhm.
like, so Marisol
Right.
really is the behind the scenes brain of everything. But she's
Pause,
like, well,
Marla.
Marisol just
Pause.
really wanted
Pause
to
on
spend
that.
time with me.
I need you to pause on that. You need to give my girl Adriana credit. Adriana said this in season 1.
She did.
One.
She
like
said
the
it ain't
very
Adriana,
first
it's Marisol.
season.
But we all thought she was crazy because Marisol, all she do is be drunk with a cocky, as she says.
That's what she acts like. She
is
drunk.
just
She's
drunk.
fake drunk at this point.
She is never. She
Fake
is
drunk.
always just quiet during all of the arguing. We just like Marisol. How is it Marisol? Like, girl, just don't even. She don't even look like she's present mentally.
But
in most of
now
these
She's been
conversations.
acting.
See, now we see. Keep
We
going.
we do see now. And so it took Stephanie, which is why I'm like, I don't know if it's I'm gonna say, I don't think I think Stephanie's the victim, and I'm gonna say Alexia and Marisol are the villains because I really do believe that they wanted Stephanie to fall in line. And we get to the very end of the season, and Stephanie calls them out, and she's like, I don't understand how one can't be without the other. Like, I'm literally talking to you and asking if you want to ride in the plane with me. You tell me you don't want to ride in the plane with me because this one can't go. Cool, you stay behind. I respect that. But y'all, that's not what y'all said to my face. So I'm over here finding out from the other girls that what you really saying is you think that I'm going to use this against you and leave you. If I don't want you to ride with me, I'm just going to leave you stranded. Like, say it to my face. So then she confronts them, and then, here come Alexia. Big bad, no. What you trying to say? I don't like the way you talking to me. Teresa isms, all the things, big bad wolf. And then she's like, well, really, it was Marisol. And Marisol like, hold on, Bessie. We don't ever do that. Now, hold on a minute. All these seasons, we've been lockstep and key. You ain't never said it was me now. Now, hold on. So Marisol like, hold on. I don't never usually got to talk during these fights. Now you're calling me out here. Now hold on a minute. Now I gotta come to the carpet, and I ain't used to that. So she looking at Alexia crazy, which why I like this scene, because I'm like, ooh, we finally got a little bit of rift going on between the two twins here, because they both looking at each other like, what we finna say? We can't talk to each other first before we both say the same thing. So we really getting into real time what the real thoughts are, and I'm gonna give that. So victim or villain, I don't care. Stephanie gets props as a newbie. To be able to do what she did this season on her first season.
She got first share at the reunion, babe.
As a newbie.
These newbies.
She got first share.
These newbies, I don't know who's been casting, but wherever y'all have been doing between Bronwyn and between Stephanie.
I'm excited for Potomac for that reason.
I'm here for it.
This I'm gonna disagree with you. I think
Okay,
that
go
she's the
ahead.
villain.
You think Stephanie's the villain?
Yes, and I'm gonna tell you why.
Okay.
One of their very first interactions, I am very much that girl that's like, my friends can talk stuff to me that I know about me and my man and my relationship. If I don't know you and your first words to me is, you need to take Todd out, that's like the garbage. He's like the trash. That's your first words to me.
But to be fair,
no, you don't know
everybody in
me.
the
You don't know
circle.
me though. You don't know me. You don't know me. You don't know nothing about me. And that's your
I
first
hear you.
words.
But I
That's
mean,
your
if
first
everybody,
words.
It's crazy
here's the
work.
thing, Mandy. But if everybody in the circle going around, like even your best friend is like, "Girl, we
Everybody
need to plan a trip."
it's true.
Jasmine, hold on. Your best
But
friend, like,
you
we need to
don't
plan a
know
trip to
me.
get her to leave this man. I'm thinking like,
Yeah,
damn, this is
no.
detrimental.
No, but I
think
get it.
everybody agree that he trash because this is
Yes.
crazy.
But you don't know me. That's your first. My
feel
first
you.
impression of you is talking bad. And at the time,
I feel
this when
you.
I'm still dipping in and out with him, and I'm still wearing my ring, and I'm still,
And everybody else so quiet about it. That's her friends that they like, we don't
right.
like it.
And your first words you say to me is, "Yeah, I cannot wait for you to let go of him, girl." Who were you?
Pipe down.
Okay, she missed that. She missed that. She did.
I don't like it either, but hold on.
I'm like, right, I'm not rocking with him, but you not.
She
That's
missed
not
that.
going to be your first words to me.
Right.
Right.
Maybe
So,
I would agree with you. I would agree with you on that. But she missed. Now I ain't gonna lie though. So I'm gonna say this. If I'm at a slumber, I've been to a lot of real girl women events.
But I hold my tongue now.
We get to.
Oh, me, I would have said it, but I learned.
I mean, if the whole
business.
so if somebody decides to talk about their situation,
Mm-hmm.
and it's a whole group of women,
you gonna always be the one that get gone off on
and
all
like
Mhm.
you know, everybody is like,
Always.
"Girl, like, why are you? You're too beautiful. You're too like blah blah blah." You know, and everybody
When you say it, Marla, it's gonna be
around the table that everybody is like, "Girl,
no,
this is not
it don't work like that. It don't work like that, Marla.
Okay.
It don't work like that. You know that because it's gonna instantly be like a.
Because the conversation after is gonna be, and why he gotta say something? Because we don't even know that man. That's gonna be it's cool with you. We don't even know her.
And you know what? And
it's
that's
gonna
gonna be your
vibrate.
first
And that's gonna be yes.
introduction to the group. And so from now on,
I
I'm
feel
gonna be
you.
on my P's and Q's with you.
I feel you.
Because
I
what
feel
are you
you.
on, my
sharing their
girl?
man's business because they don't know that girl.
Let's add
Yeah, they be
another
like,
layer.
that's one of those we
Then-
gotta watch you.
Right.
Mhm.
But then let's add another layer. Then imagine that same girl is like, oh, y'all want to go on a trip? You can get on my jet. You finna be like, and now she thinks she finna buy us. And now she thinks she finna just be in our circle and we just gonna suck up to her and we gonna get, and because I'm not gonna lie, the conversation about her jet was too much for me this whole season, this whole
It really
entire
was.
season.
It was too.
The-
It was way too
The
much.
rules,
It was
the
a
this,
lot.
and to their defense, that
It was.
night before they got on that plane for the second trip in when they was in Spain, she
Yeah.
did say there's a room in the back we could put somebody that we don't like, and she was like doing a whole seating chart. And okay, well, if they act up, she did say out of her mouth, if Larsa or Lisa acts up, they're not coming back. Like she said this out of her mouth.
But
So if me and my best friend after that Kiki go to our room and have our own Kiki, me and Rafi would be in a room like, sister,
Girl, we taking a bus.
right?
get her out of here.
Exactly. We're gonna get in that room.
Girl,
and
as
be
soon
like,
as she said that, I've been looking at train tickets. We gonna let them do that, and we gonna be in peace
as
in
soon
the
as
train.
me and Rafi
I'm
get to that daggone
like,
room, we're gonna be like, babe, don't think we should go.
Yeah,
Don't think this is the vibe. She trying to
Uh-uh.
put somebody in a
not
room in
passing
the
the
back of
vibe
the
check.
plane by
I feel
herself.
you.
She got a seating chart. She's saying
You can't wear.
letters
Look,
and
I ain't
you
gonna
can't
hold
wear
you.
buttons
If we
or
was still at
zippers.
the house and she was talking about it's seating charts, I'd have been like, girl, I can't make it. I
Thank
can't wear
you.
no. I can't make
Then
it.
you said you can
Yeah.
only pee on a plane and you can only do this and you can't wear this and you gotta take off your shoes and it got to the point where I was just like, babe,
I'm not
This
coming.
is just trying to flaunt your money.
Book
at
me
that
on
point.
Delta. Like I don't
Right.
know.
but
Sorry,
this is
if you messed up that the stuff gonna get dirty, that mean you got a cleaning crew. I don't know what to tell
thank you.
Like, I
But this was
can't.
my problem, Jasmine, too. That was my problem. Me and Ramai was really watching the episode. Like we was like an after
Rich
show or
people don't
something,
care
and
about
she was
stuff. They don't care
Thank
about
you,
white
Marla.
carpet.
Yeah.
They
Thank
don't
you,
care
Marla.
about. They don't care
Thank
about none
you.
of that because they'll replace it tomorrow.
Thank you.
They'll
That's my
replace
problem.
it.
Thank you.
So
That
stop telling
ain't
me that ain't your jet.
Thank you.
40K for
Thank
to
you.
gas up a jet is nothing for you to replace carpet. That's what,
Thank you.
10K.
Thank
So
you.
like what
You ain't got it. That ain't
or
yours.
say you need to extra clean the you can get people to like I'm with you,
You know what
Mandy,
it's like?
most
It's like
rich people,
like
a real
going
rich
to
person's
somebody's
house, you ain't
house
taking
and you
off
can't
shoes.
sit on their furniture.
Yes.
You going to
Don't have
somebody's
it.
house, you can't sit on their furniture. Your shoes got to be at the front door. You got to put on this. You got to throw this away at this point. You can't sit here. You can't go out there. You can't go in that room. What's the point of your home,
Why
I'm
baby?
not
Right
coming
here.
back to your house. I'm
I'm
just
not
not coming.
coming back. And
I'm not
she
coming.
did dangle that carrot of her plane. And that dinner, we're forgetting the dinner. It was before it was even the flight to Marbella. When she was at the dinner, was like, Adriana, do you want to get on the plane with me? And then when Marisol and Alexia turned it down because one of the other couldn't come, like she been dangling this carrot on them all
Yeah,
season long.
she
And it's
has.
like,
She has.
and I loved
But
when they
she's
got
an
petty.
elite.
Very
You know
much
what I
so.
loved? I love when they got petty and they showed the difference between her carrying her Birkin versus Nicole. That's all I gotta say. When she was like, "Oh no, set my Birkin here. I can't put it," and Nicole was just like, "Girl,
Whatever.
yeah, this is my Birkin. It's cute, ain't it?"
Because when you got it, it's when you have money.
Like, for
It doesn't
instance,
mean
It's
it don't
multiple.
mean it's not too much, right?
right. It
Like,
doesn't. It
Mhm.
doesn't.
it don't mean too
mean
much. Last season, do y'all remember they burnt up Nicole ostrich Dior bag, and she was like, "Well, I'll just go get it fixed." Like,
Yeah.
what it like? And so I was just like, the juxtaposition of them two. I was like, they was being, first of all,
But
production was
you
being
got
messy for
people
even
who you can
casting
tell
her.
is newer into
New
money
money.
versus
Like,
Yeah.
do y'all watch
old
the show The
money.
Gilded Age? Y'all need to
Yes.
watch it if you never
On
watched it.
HBO.
It's like it's giving Bertha. Like, I gotta show you that I got this. I gotta do, or like I have to
Yeah, I don't like.
prove to you.
And I get that's why a lot of people are off put by her. But what I will
I
say is,
am.
I like Stephanie more about
Also,
her bulldogness. I
no,
like
but
her more
also
because she's a
Marla,
bulldog.
her best friend is Larsa Pippen.
Goodbye. No
She did
credibility.
get on the
Like,
show from Larsa.
No
but
credibility.
I'm gonna give you some lore. I'm gonna give you some lore about her. Did y'all ever watch Rich Kids of Beverly Hills? Ever?
Nah.
I
Oh,
did.
that sounds familiar.
It was on the E
With
channel.
Dorothy Wang and Morgan Stewart and Roxy
Mhm.
and EJ was on there, Magic Johnson's son and all
Oh
that.
yeah, I remember that.
Yes,
Yeah.
yes.
I ain't watching. But I
So
remember.
Stephanie's real best friend is Roxy from that show. Roxy Bijan. They go on multiple trips and that's her real best friend. Like, yeah.
So this is what I'm gonna say, and we'll keep moving because we got a few more. What I will say is I hear you, but I will never say that Alexia is a victim in any situation. I'm sorry, I just cannot.
I'm not saying she's a victim.
Alexia is never going to be a victim to me ever.
I
She
won't
is
say she's a
Teresa. It's like
victim.
me saying Teresa is a
I
victim.
agree. Okay, I won't say she's a victim,
I
but
cannot
neither
say
is
Alexia
Stephanie.
is
Nobody
a
is a
victim.
victim.
Nobody is a
There you
victim.
go.
I can't. I cannot.
Okay.
I'm sorry,
We
but you made
ruled
good
on that.
points.
We ruled on that.
Okay, so we got two more left. Kiki versus Adriana. So this is the one dealing with the ratchet comment. I want to hear. This is a black moment, and I need to hear from the black girls.
Okay, I'm probably gonna have
Okay.
an unpopular opinion.
Okay, hold
I'm
on.
gonna
So
let
let's
y'all
talk
go first.
for the
Yeah,
listeners.
I'm gonna let y'all go first.
Kiki and Adriana, usually they don't have any issues. They're at a dinner and there's a little bit of spat going back and forth. I forgot what happened, Mandy, with Adriana to where Kiki said something to her and then Adriana had her comment back.
Oh, okay. It
What
was about the
happened?
Lisa and Larsa thing. Adriana
Okay.
spilled at the table after Lisa told them. They all agreed that they would not tell Larsa that Lisa finally unfollowed Marcus.
Yes.
Adriana got to the table, spilled the tea immediately.
And told the whole table that she unfollowed.
And Kiki got mad and told
She says,
Lisa,
you
like,
literally just did a whole
so that's
promise
what
and said you
started
weren't
it.
going to do it.
Mhm.
Got
That's
it.
what started
Got
it.
it. So what led to her saying like, Kiki, you're being wretched?
Huh?
So the unpopular opinion that I have, I do think that she meant to say the word wretched.
You think she really? Okay, so here's the thing of the
I
season,
do.
y'all.
That's my
So
unpopular
the
opinion.
thing of
That's
the
what I'm going to
season
say.
is she claims. Okay, so let's first say
This lady speaks
get
5
to the
languages,
part.
bro, and plus.
She do.
Like,
But she does have a
she's
vocabulary.
very
But
intelligent.
what I will say is Kiki gets at her and they start going back and forth. And she says, Kiki, quit being ratchet. And so what I love is Gertie and Kiki both said, oh no. So you got the two black girls that was like, oh. So I'm gonna say it again. It would be different if one person heard it as that.
That's true.
The reason why I don't think she said wretched, I heard it very good. She definitely said ratchet. She said ratchet. She didn't say no she said ratchet. Okay, baby. And so the fact that Gertie was sitting even closer to her, it was like both of them had the reaction at the same time. She said ratchet. I don't care what nobody say. I think somebody whispered in her ear and said, baby, you said wretched. You said wretched. You didn't say wretched. You said wretched. If you don't want to get canceled, you said wretched, not wretched. That was later
Allegedly, that's what Marisol said that she told them.
That was later on. Because she definitely said ratchet. But from the visible reaction from the two black women, and then it was immediate.
This was the one I kind of differed. I kind of differed because you talking about somebody that's very intellectual, super smart, speaks multiple different languages.
She can still be
knows how to break stuff down. She is ignorant. I do agree.
Yeah.
I in my heart of hearts, maybe
you don't want to believe that she said it. I don't want to believe she said it. I like Adriana. Because I don't want to believe she said it.
She might have said it because that whole bringing that black woman and saying later on, "Oh, this is my black best friend" and all that.
She made it worse.
I cringed really bad. I did. I was like,
everybody kept saying abort
she
mission.
She somebody on there to try to say, this is my best friend. She black.
Yes, this is my black best friend.
Yeah, she did it.
I am not
racist. That's like the number one thing racists say.
Yeah, you're right. I just thought about that.
I'm
bringing
sorry.
that black
she said
girl.
It. Yeah, she said it.
You all in there.
Now she found it out.
I told her that she said wretched. Yeah, okay.
And then I love how she tried to double down later and use the word against somebody else and was like, "You're such a wretch." She was talking to Marisol. You're just so wretched, and I'm like, "Oh, so now we're going to use the word in the right context, and I can tell the difference between you saying wretched versus ratchet." Now I'm gonna say that. That ain't how it sounded.
Folks get too comfortable because they be around black people or they be
period. I think she said it and she forgot who she was.
And you forgot what
because what I will say is Adriana is not like that. She is around multiple cultures and she woke. I think it's one of them situations where I'm gonna use this as a reference. Y'all don't take me. But you know how sometimes you got others that be hanging around a bunch of us. And then they get used to trying to, say that N-word and around certain people. They let the people let them say it, but then they get around the other people and they accidentally got too comfortable. And other people are like, whoa,
we don't do that.
Whoa, we don't do that. And I'm gonna get you. And I think that's what happened. I think she do use that word. She know what ratchet is. And the fact that she said it to a black woman lets me know you ain't finna say wretched. You're so wretched. You're not finna say that to her. You called her ratchet. And you need to stand in it because that's what you meant. But I'm a neither here nor there. I like Adriana outside. I think she's a beautiful woman. I think she just got caught up. But I'm not going to sit here and be Delulu either as if she did not say that word. She said it.
Okay.
She said it. Gertie's reaction, sitting across from her, she said it. She said it. It would be different if only one person had a reaction. Like, oh, no, she didn't say that. She says, no. Both of the women said, did you just call her ratchet? No, ma'am.
I was crazy.
And they did what needed to be done. So I'm going to say in this one, Adriana is the villain. And I don't care if you want to Donald Trump walk it back later and try to have revisionist history and make it sound like something else. And cool for you so you don't get canceled because I actually really like you on the show. But I would have respected you more for you to own it.
Yeah.
Because you did say ratchet. But
I think it was more so about her intelligence and she realized like, oh, I'm really tweaking. So she's never gonna.
Girl, that's the lawyer response. That's some lawyers that was good at. Like, that's like a lawyer, like, oh, you're so smart and you know multiple languages. We're gonna go in and we're gonna say that
your accent tweaked and you really meant wretched.
I mean, a great business case.
But you're going to follow up and bring some black folk around. Tell them, look at my black friend.
That's when I was like, okay, now she said it. Yeah, when she brought the black
she went
lady,
off, kept saying that Kiki tried to cancel her. And Kiki's like, what are you talking about? Like, I never
said
that
made me mad too. She was like, Kiki said I was racist. I said, no, she never said that.
So like she took it too far because she know what she said, Mandy. All of that. Like,
you had to fight before it even happened to her. Like, girl, calm We ain't even got that
She
far
felt
yet.
guilty because she know what she said. And she, like,
Yeah.
guilt is something because nobody said nothing about any of that.
Yeah.
But you felt compelled to have to do all of that because you said it. And you know in your heart of hearts, you call that girl ratchet. But
True.
okay, we're going to say it. All right, so the last one before we get off. Adriana versus Julia. And I'm going to let you take this one, Mandy, because you
Julia
got
finna
nothing
Woo,
else
this
on
one
me.
deep. Yeah.
I don't care whatever
I'm gonna
Julia
start off
say.
by saying I don't care what happens. I think Adriana's the victim. And I'm gonna tell you why.
Okay.
Julia, it's almost like the new game of Housewives is very weird. I don't know, like who you come on the show with, the new girls and the OGs kind of fight. But the difference between this one and any other Housewives franchise was this franchise was on a pause for like close to 10 years. Like it was a long pause. Like Housewives of Miami was on like when I was in like middle school. Like, and it just went away.
Yeah.
And then they brought it back on Peacock only. And so they brought back some OGs and they brought back some newbies. That very first season back, it was literally OGs versus newbies. Julia was a part of the newbies with Gertie and Nicole. And I think what happened was with Adriana, she was the one that brought her on the show, and they were all close and they were all like a thing because Adriana has always been the eyeball out with the OG. She's always has. She's always been that like
because she's always called it.
Yeah.
She was not with them because she always knew her and Marisol was a problem.
Yeah, she always from day one. Everybody, nobody understood. Like I remember, like everybody's be like, "Why does Adriana keep thinking it's Marisol? It's Marisol. It's Marisol?" But it makes sense knowing now how intelligent Adriana is, and knowing that Marisol, her whole life was in PR.
Girl,
I was like,
and successful at it.
I was
had
like,
a major firm.
Shoot, okay. I was like, exactly. Had her own company as well. So I was like, wait. The spin, the do this, my hands are hidden. And then your mama a witch doctor? Yeah, babe. You're behind them scenes making and then what happened was when Adriana and Marisol got asked to come back, they were asked to come back as friends of the show. And it hit them both differently. Marisol saw that as, oh, I'm finna kick this manipulation to high drive. And Adriana was more so of like, I'm just gonna be me, whatever, whoever. And I think when she realized, I was listening to Carlos too. She was the reason that Julia got casted. And I thought about what he said. It was like, can you imagine? This is your show. They asked you to bring some people, give me some names. And you as an OG get the friend of. And this no name Russian lady in a cast of Latinas get the full-time role because her wife is a tennis legend. And it was the first. I remember when it came out, it was they branded it as like, this is our first same-sex couple. This is our first, like sports led. Like they really hyped Julia being on the cast up. And so I think that as long as I don't know who the victim and the villain is no more. Now I'm trying to now that I'm talking about it from the beginning.
But let's talk about
I
think
now.
Adriana also bullied Julia, so I don't know.
I was just gonna say that's why I'm going back and forth.
I think they both villains.
Now. I think
they both are villains. So let's continue. Continue though.
I think that on this journey, because of that, like Julia was saying, like on the camera, it was like, this is my best friend. I love her so much. Oh my God, I love her. But behind the scenes, I know Adriana was like, you better do this. You better do this. You better not say this. You better not be friends with them. You better not be friends with Marisol and Alexia. You better not take their side. And because I remember that first season when she proposed to her, I was like, you're going to be my best friend forever. Adriana, here's this ring. And everybody was just looking at them like, what in the heck is going on? I was just kind of confused.
We've been saying that. We've been saying that.
Right. And so, but also
it was giving jealousy too.
right.
There's a lot of
But also, as the game of housewives and best friends go, once one of the best friends realized, I'm finna play the game. I want to stay on this show. I enjoy this show. I enjoy my life. It is time to expand. It is time to now not be in an alliance and go explore the friendships. So happens that every time it's the person's arch nemesis. Every single time. I can name every best friend.
we just talked about this with Portia and
Like
Shamia.
Portia,
Literally.
Shamia, Lisa Milan, and Ayan. Like I can keep going. I can keep going. I can keep going. Mariah and Quad. I can keep going. Like
Yeah, oh, that one's tough.
That's the
like-
toughest one to me.
That one is tough because they were real friends. I have a hard time with Miss Quad and Mariah. That one is that one really hurts my heart.
You know
That
what I'm
ended
saying?
like how it did.
And so that's what happened with Julia. Julia realized I'm playing the game. Okay, Nicole's gone now. This is what I really oh God. I'm gonna tell you the truth. This season went the way it did because of Nicole leaving abruptly. And I'm gonna tell you why. It
Yikes.
was some behind the scenes.
Blame Dr. Nicole.
I'm telling the truth. Her leaving the group, it had the OGs happy. And it had the newbies like, what are we about to do?
Yeah.
And I think in that moment, for one, I know Gertie knew Nicole was the reason that nobody really came at Gertie too hard. Because when Larsa did that cancer stuff, it was a no-go because Nicole was not playing that. Like, she knew she had an ally. Like, her and Julia and Nicole, they knew they had each other. Like, they knew it. It was not going out like that. It was three of them. They was getting interviews and People magazine covers and all of that. Like, it was like, you knew. So, when she left, the OG said, bet now we can get Gertie. We don't like her. Julia said, oh, I need to expand or I'm gonna get fired because Nicole's gone. And so she said, Alexia, yeah, I like you. That was my first step. Then when Marisol bought in, she said, oh, I'm with the cool girls now. I don't need Adriana. They hate her. She a friend of. I'm a housewife. I'm cool with the other housewives. I don't really need that girl. Like, okay, whatever. I'm finna be over here with them. And Adriana got even more jealous because she like, oh, now you call my enemies and I'm still not a full-time housewife and now you playing me on camera. I wrote these letters of character reference for you to adopt your kids and I'm not a godmama and all this.
You go all the way. That's a slap though. We go all the way to where they go. Where they go?
Marbella.
Where they go?
They went to Marbella and
for you to go ask these men to be the godparents. And I'm supposed to be your best friend.
She did 2 character letters for them to adopt these kids, by the way. And did interviews with the adoption agency for as their character witness for them to get these.
Really, she lied because them jokers is crazy.
I'm about to say, I feel like we need to
be
calling CPS or something.
Okay.
Got out here raising these black boys.
Okay. I'm gonna play the long game and I'm gonna be cool with the HBICs of the group. And sorry, Adriana.
Yeah, she's been ousting her though, which is really tough. So now I have been seeing her more as a villain because the way that she has figured out a way to ice Adriana out and make her look crazy.
Perfectly.
She has done it a really good job this season to make Adriana look like on an island by herself. And really like turned on her 100%.
Yep.
So I don't know. I hate to see it. I say this every time. I hate to see real friends who are real friends get on these shows and they can't stay friends because one person elevates over the other. It's really, really sad. And they can't figure out or let somebody else shine.
My worst one was this Dubai debacle with Lisa Milan and Ayan. That hurt my soul to the fact where it was Nene and Cynthia. Everybody was trying to get them to talk. And it was just it hurt my soul. It always, And the thing that hurts my soul is the one friend that goes to befriend and become best friends with the other person's nemesis. It's never just a neutral person in the group.
It's always like, I'm
always
trying to hurt you.
It's intentionally trying to
I'm
hurt you.
trying to hurt you.
Like,
yeah, you know
on
what it's
Dubai,
about.
when Ayan decided I'm gonna get close with Caroline Stanberry, the person that said that Lisa Milan was nothing, her business is fake, doing all this, trying to ruin this girl, like, and now that's your best friend. Like, it makes me sad.
To be best friends with somebody like that is crazy work.
Exactly. Yeah. But so with that, y'all, that is the end.
Please watch the reunion because no, it was a bomb. I'm not gonna tell them the bomb. Should I tell them the bomb?
You can tell them the bomb because by the time it come out, the bomb is out.
Mm-hmm. Well, speaking up about Adriana and Julia, where I'm still not, I will say that it's undecided who's the villain and the victim. Because on this reunion that dropped on what's today? Thursday. Mm-hmm. The last 3 seconds, literally, I kid you not, the last like 5 seconds of it was Julia dropping a bomb by saying, I'm gonna give some more background about why we are where we are. Me and Adriana,
because we haven't seen it on camera.
Yeah, me and Adriana had sex in the Hamptons, and we messed around again. We were on the cash trip in the Versace mansion. Adriana immediately denies, and everybody else like basically fell out their seat, and that's how the episode ends.
Because again, since you're married, so like the fact that you are admitting to infidelity, even though like this is somebody that you're trying to get, how bad do you want to make this person look bad to where you're willing to ruin your own relationship?
But you know what? I think I might be Delulu.
Treat her like trash.
But do you want to know why I might be Delulu?
You think they may have an open marriage?
I think that Julia is lying on her teeth because she sees online. Because when you watch the episode, you will understand what I'm saying. One of the very first scenes, Julia, Andy goes around to everybody's room. How you doing? Hey. She's like, I've been getting so much hate, and I'm just so depressed. And Martina's not here with me. And then Adriana. Right. And then Marisol and Alexia walks in. Julia breaks down, starts crying. I just need you guys. Oh my God.
Why are we crying after you got your makeup done? What are we doing?
So that's why I'm like, a part of me is like,
this. I'm about to watch
part of me feels like Julia wants clout so bad. A part of me feels like this.
She's been engaged 9 times. Once I found that out, Mandy, I was like, that's all I needed to know.
Yes, I don't think Adriana would lie about having sex with her, but then again, I don't know. We're gonna see. Andy claims that next episode it just goes crazy after that.
I can't wait. See, again, y'all. Okay, must see TV. So for our listeners,
this has never happened in Housewives history.
No, especially like the same sex.
Like even on Atlanta when that Bolo mess happened, it wasn't no big deal to us. Like, okay,
it really was because
that wasn't no big. That wasn't no big deal. Oh,
it's a stripper.
Oh, okay. Who cares? You're single. I don't care. Now
he showed his little thing, and y'all had fun. Okay.
But for a housewife to out a sexual relationship with another housewife that's married,
who is married,
that's so crazy.
Big time married. That is crazy. So, okay. So more to come, y'all. So, all right, we're going to close out now because we definitely went over 2 hours, but we owed y'all some content because we haven't been on the air for a minute. So we may probably break this up into a part 1, part 2, just so y'all know. Yes. And then 2, the next episode is actually going to be closer than y'all think because we got 2 major shows coming back next week that we cannot wait a whole nother 2 weeks to do. So next week, if y'all don't know, Potomac is back. Our girl Karen is out. They said they're gonna start. I think they're gonna actually like show like her getting out of jail. I don't know how they're gonna do it or how they go finagle it.
I saw the first 7 minutes. I sent it to y'all. Why don't y'all be watching?
You did because I don't want to spoil her.
I be doing. You know where I be at.
You be reading. You be in the Delgado Inferno Caselli.
Jasmine needs to do homework. Is what she.
I'm an infertile goddess. Okay.
All I'm gonna say is Karen Hilger will be back next season. The whole first 15 minutes of the show is about Karen.
Yeah, of course it is. They ain't got nothing else to talk about.
Right. And then the other show is Carlos's show. Bell Collective is back. So we are going to do a special episode. We may try to do a live. I don't know how we're going to do it, but y'all will see us again next week. So more to come. Thank y'all for sticking with us, hanging with us. Again, this is probably part 2 at this point. So see y'all soon, and bye y'all.
Bye.